Hey, SD, that music. Did you miss the music,
No.
SD?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another of the Just Enough Heshy show.
Season.
Season 2.
Season 2. Ready to go. Did you? Oh, here he
Season.
comes. Neil, you missed the music. Neil, I thought you. But I thought.
What? Since when?
But Neil, you missed the music. Didn't you miss the music?
Yeah, I missed the music.
SD.
Wow.
Hear music playing.
So go ahead.
Let me introduce. This is season 2 of the Just Enough Heshy show. Let me introduce my co-host. It hasn't changed. We haven't gone anything that crazy because everything right now. Yeah, what is it? Don't change what's not broken.
Right. Well,
right there.
And we're going to improve a little bit more on the last season, guys.
Right.
Right.
Am I on?
Yes, you
are.
are.
I think you are.
So let me introduce the voice of reason, Neil.
Hey,
welcome back.
Great to be back.
How
Great
was-
to see you, SD. I hope you had a good holiday.
I think you better
Yeah.
switch mics, Neil. You might.
I'm not on?
No, I don't
No,
think
you're on. I hear
I
it.
hear it, but him.
Okay.
Anyways, and of course our Uncle Heshy, he's back with us too. of course.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to season 2. I hope you missed. I know I met a lot of people, SD, on the street through the last few weeks that I wasn't on, and somebody says, "Oh, I know you. I saw you on the show. Your show is good." I promise you, people are just stopping me on the street, Neil.
Yesterday was great. A woman came over to me. I said, "Who's that girl who... What is she doing over there? Sometimes she's there, sometimes not.
What?
And she's looking down always." I said, "She's drawing art." for
They
the
can't
show.
tell if you're looking down because you get to be all the way in the back with no camera there. What?
Anyway,
No, I didn't know there was something wrong with looking down, so I'm confused altogether.
but Neil, we're gonna have some serious, interesting guests. We have, but first of all, before we
I
start,
hope
talking,
not today.
not today. Today we're just here to introduce ourselves back to our listeners out there and let them hear what we're really about, because I have a lot of ideas for the season, and I want people to call in to our show, which SD will give out the number. But first, I guess I got to do
You
my
think
quote.
I remember? No, I'm kidding.
I got to give my quote.
Boy,
Are you ready?
Are we ready?
Yeah,
We're
this is gonna be a
quoting?
very, yeah, we're quoting.
Ready or
here
not?
we go.
Okay.
Welcome to season 2.
And I'm just going to tell you guys that I want, before I say the quote, somebody asked me yesterday, me and Neil were at a speaking engagement, why do you say a quote before the show? I said, there's going to be a lot of stuff that goes on during the show that people might not be happy about. We argue about, I don't like something, I do like something, I say something bad. So I want you to know, basically, the show is made for kindness, and that's our message of the show. Try to do good, try to help, and we'll give you ideas. Yesterday in the speaking engagement, people asked me, how do I do good? Where should I give charity? I said, you don't have to. Go to the hospital. Give somebody $20. And somebody did slip me something. And I gave it away right away to charity, Neil. I was so happy. Made my
It
day.
didn't stay in your pocket more than 20 minutes.
Right, and you know that. And you know what else?
Yeah.
It made me feel, that I didn't do anything really, but she trusted me to give it to the right person. Wonderful lady.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Anyways, everybody, here goes my quote, and I want you to know that this is how I want to start this season. I want you to understand it, and this is all about our listeners, you, me, and Esty. The easiest thing to be in this world is you. The most difficult thing to be is what others want you to be. Don't let them put you in that position. And I want the season to be like this. Be who you want to be. Call us, be our guests, and I want you to.
And just a drop of psych, I want to add to that.
Yeah.
Just remember, and everybody should remember, their way is as good as the next guy. If you feel good about it, you're doing the way you. In other words, we can both be putting up a door, let's say. We're both.
Right.
You can do it your way, which would be, like upside down or like that, and I can do it straight. I can go just put it in straight.
Well,
no, but I'm saying, but that's my point, guys. Don't worry about now feeling comfortable because you just gave a guy a cup of coffee without a bagel and cream cheese or whatever.
Right.
Whatever you do, it's good. It's good. You're tipping the scales that people should have a feelings for people.
Right.
People don't talk today. They don't know people. They don't interact.
Yeah.
It's not.
So, Neil, I'm going to make Esty do our little advertisement.
You can't do it yet because I have no idea what this is.
You don't know what this is? It's a new. It's a new advertiser. Very
fine, but is it okay if I read every second word because I can't read it?
But I just want you to know. I want you to know, Neil. It's a new guy. He's a public adjuster. You know what it's all about. Give it to, and it's a public adjuster. A very nice guy. What's the name of his company, Esty? What? Hoffman, Foreman. Who the names don't make a difference. He does a great job.
Hoffman. I feel like I know someone with that name.
He does a great job. It's not Hoffman. It's Foreman Associates. And if you have something, you know what adjuster does. Let's explain it to Esty.
Yeah. What does adjuster do?
Yeah. You told you had an insurance adjuster. Is he a public insurance adjuster?
He's a public insurance adjuster.
Okay, that means let's say something happens in your life that requires you to get funding.
No.
From
You
your
damage.
insurance
Sure,
carrier.
for example, if you have a flood, okay, she doesn't understand.
No,
I'm trying to explain to you. She doesn't
No,
understand.
explain.
You don't understand. Esty is not the same Esty from
last
19 months ago.
Right,
That's true.
She's with the program.
I would have known nothing about
what's going on.
Okay,
it's true. I learned a lot about politics and stuff.
But she's very nervous. She quit smoking.
Quit smoking?
I quit smoking and I quit just everything.
Wow.
Cold turkey, weed, cigarettes, sugar.
Hello, we got to pay for the show, and then
we need the one that tries to mug you.
Neil, we got to pay for the show. So
every day we have to pay.
So Foreman and Associates, they are public adjusters, and I just want you to know that they are they can be reached at 718-384-5859. I'm gonna have Esther get into more details. 718, right? You never get it right the first time. Look at
that's the way we are.
Right. So 718-384-5859. Basically a public adjuster, and you will explain it to you. If you have damaged clothing, a flood in the house, a fire, a wind blows down the antenna.
Damaged clothing?
Yes.
In other words, I sit down on a chair and I rip my pants. He's going to help me get paid for it.
You know what? I don't know why he wouldn't.
You know why? Because he wouldn't get a nickel.
I got you. He wouldn't get a nickel. But I'm saying, if I'm a guest in your house,
all they would do is raise your premiums and use your deductible.
There's a certain deductible. If your roof breaks or has a leak in it,
anything major, anything fires and floods. That's the main thing.
No.
Really
also, you're wrong. Somebody breaks into your house and robs you.
It's a burglary.
Burglary. So this guy is one of the best. Everybody knows him. Serious play in the neighborhood. I was checking him out, even though I got the name wrong in the beginning. 718-384-5859. Listen to me.
What's his name?
His name is Foreman and Associates. Foreman and Associates.
Okay.
And just remember, don't be a loser. Okay, be a winner. Don't lose. Be a winner. And use him. That's what his motto is.
It's very. If you want to just say the truth, the bottom line is it's very important that you get a public adjuster if you need anything situation happen.
You guys don't know how to do it yourself.
The insurance companies will blow you away.
Right.
I mean, besides that, they'll take 5 years to get to you.
To get paid. Right.
That's the truth.
Right.
To get a number from them that's respectable, that you really deserve.
Correct.
If you don't know what you're doing, you'll never get it. You'll never get it. That's why they make a lot of money.
I got you. Foreman and Associates, 718
Foreman and Associates.
384-5859. We'll talk more about it as we go on.
Yeah, we have Mr. Clean's Dry Cleaning. And
I want you to know.
He texts me every once in a while with deals and stuff.
He is so consistent by me. Every week, second time. And if he can't make it, I'll tell you where he is.
He's responsible.
The guy, very responsible. We're talking pickup, delivery. It's there. And
when
we're not there, he hangs up and puts it in the closet. I swear.
No way.
I promise you, he came to the office, and the man, he said, let me go find the closet, and he hung it up. Very cool dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he does free pickup and delivery. If you mention the Just Enough Heshy show, is it still 25% off?
And free hang up in the closet. I mean, what else
added bonus.
Okay.
So you can get him.
I'll have to come home and find someone in my closet.
I'll hide in your closet.
He hangs up. Sorry.
So we get. Right, you can reach him at mrcleandelivers@gmail.com or call him at 347-369-3051. We have Green Line Building Solutions. They do asbestos and lead inspection, DOB, HPD, code compliance. They lift stop work orders, and they do free consultation. You can reach them at 718-871-0382. This is the Justin F. Heshy Show. We are on Monday and Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. You can get us on Facebook, Justin F. Heshy, Twitter. You can hashtag Justin F. Heshy, and you can see us live on YouTube. Again, Justin F. Heshy, and our email is the same, justinfheshy@gmail.com. Heshy spelled Heshy. And you can call in at 718-303-9090. What's up, guys?
Wow. And just being a patriot, I just want to tell people, try to use Twitter. I just heard on the news that they're going to be firing thousands of people or something.
On Twitter?
Yeah, so try to use them so they don't have to get fired.
Wait. Why? Why would they have to fire?
Come on, guys. Everybody deserves to make a living.
Did you tell everybody that they could... Hold on.
Wait, you're saying that Twitter is not popular?
It seems that they have too many workers for the amount of work that's happening.
What? Everybody's into Twitter. I mean, I don't have Twitter, but I'm sure.
I don't know how many people they had. Maybe some guy hired an extra 40,000.
Or they just want to cut corners to make more money. Yeah.
But did you tell everybody they can email us on Gmail?
I said all of it. You just weren't listening.
No, but if they want to know our sponsors too, they can email us and ask us about our sponsors.
If they want to ask us about anything, we're ready.
Right, we are ready for season 2.
Anything.
Today I can take calls because usually you get
you
nervous.
You can take calls today. We can rock them. Okay. Nobody's gonna get us today. We are so pumped.
So 718-303-9090. By the way, welcome back to our producer. Thank you so much for season 2 to help us out. And he has an assistant there today, Jaco, behind the glass. Thank you very much.
He's training him.
We're training him young already.
It's okay.
So
child labor? No.
You're right.
That's a good one. By the
way, is it okay in Israel, child labor? Because I mean, I've seen like 15-year-olds work in their stores, just like no problem.
You see it here also.
Yeah, we just don't say anything.
You're coming in at some point during the day.
How about this? Do they have to pay taxes?
If you pay them,
yeah,
you have to pay
taxes. If they make more than like a certain amount of money, I'm sure anybody has to. Right, or the father pays taxes.
Right.
But I want you to know next week.
But you can't take it out of their salary.
But Esther, I want to tell you next week. I want because the reason I want to tell you about this is I want to tell you a story. So next week we're gonna have a comedian, a real comedian, not like our old comedian Jeff who couldn't tell a joke.
You still you even put comedian in front of his name. Come on.
Oh, Jeff, I'm sorry. No,
I feel like being a comedian, you need a routine.
Jeff,
you know?
I love Jeff.
He didn't know how to tell jokes on the air or something.
He knew how to do routines, like improv or something.
Right. Yeah. So this is a young lady. Her name is Yael Meisels. She's been successfully setting up. She sets up singles and so on. But she's a real comedian. She has some very serious jokes.
A comedian who sets up singles.
She must be laughing all day long.
I was listening to the comedians on the radio. I have satellite, and these comedians call single men and women up, and they set them up on the stage. It's very cool. I think it's cool. It's $35 for the 6 months.
Of course you have it.
Anyways, but here's the cool thing about Yael. Are you ready? Besides that, she's an American, cool.
What's her name?
Yael Meisels.
Yeah.
Oh, Yael.
Are you ready for this, Neil?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Esther, ready?
Go for it.
She converted to Judaism as a Orthodox or conservative.
There is a difference.
Okay, she converted, then she unconverted. Right. Then she converted again.
Right.
To one of the Orthodox conservatives.
She does seem like a comedian.
No. This is great. This is a person you want to set you up for your life, mate. Yeah.
And now she's called conservative. But she did accept the conversion, and she understands both worlds.
I feel like
it's not very difficult to understand both worlds. One is a world where you follow this guidebook, and one is a world where you don't follow the guidebook. I mean, it's not really that complex.
Neil, you and me talk all the time in front of people, and we speak to people who are religious, and we speak to people who are reformed. Do those people reform follow a different guidebook?
Sure.
No, they don't.
No. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
leave
They
it
interpret it
right.
differently.
No, they don't.
Sure they
Yes,
do.
they
Obviously
do.
they do, because they're not doing the same thing those
How
guys.
are they allowed to
Roman,
drive on
excuse me,
Shabbos?
excuse me.
Explain.
See, you guys are children, okay? So
No,
listen,
no, I'm not
No,
worried
right.
about that.
You don't gotta put
driving
us
on
down,
Shabbos.
man.
Let me, can I, you
They're
gotta let me
allowed to
talk.
drive on
Okay,
Shabbos.
let's hear it.
They
Let's hear it.
don't interpret it differently. They observe it differently. That means, hey, man, I don't want to follow the Shabbos thing. I understand Shabbos is part of your
No,
religion.
they interpret it differently. I get that.
observe it, but I don't want to hold that part
I
of
don't
your
want to.
thing.
There are
Doesn't mean-
70 ways to translate the
Excuse me,
Torah.
The same,
You're
way
gonna
with, the
tell-
same way with the Christians. You're not allowed to eat meat on Friday night. Never. Now I ate. Doesn't mean you're not a Christian or a good Christian. I broke that rule. I don't want to follow that rule. Doesn't make me not a religious. Same way with the Muslim people. Okay, I'm sure they have to pray 5 times a day, and if they pray 3 times a day, doesn't make them not an Orthodox a person.
Why? When they want to so-called do matchmaking, if the family would find out he's a 3-day kind of guy, he's not a 5-day kind of guy.
No, they accept
They
that.
might not. I don't
they
know.
might
You
not, but
know,
the
their
poor-
religion, is pretty important to them. It seems.
Anyways, now that we talk about jokers, can I tell you a joke? Can I
Jokers.
tell everybody a
You
joke?
have a good joke.
This is not a good one. This is going to start off season 2.
Wow, that's got to be a
Okay,
great
and
joke.
Boy, you put already high on your big.
Wait,
big
and this
answer.
implements every one of my personal feelings about women.
Ouch.
Here we go.
Here
Ready?
we go. Right off the reserve. There we go.
This man goes to see a rabbi. You know what I mean? And a relative of mine. And the rabbi, he tells the rabbi, "Rabbi, something terrible is happening. I have to talk to you about it." The rabbi says, "Sure. What's wrong?" The man says, "My wife is poisoning me." Korva. I had to say that. So the rabbi was shocked. Come on, how could that be? How could your wife poison you? Why would she poison you? The man says, "I'm telling you, I'm certain she's poisoning me. What should I do?" The rabbi says, "Listen, give me some time. Let me call her up. Let me find out what's going on, and I'll call you back and I'll let you know." Okay. The guy says, "Sure." So a week later, the rabbi calls the man back and he says, "I spoke to your wife, and I spoke to her for 3 hours." He says, "You want my advice?" The man says, Yeah. What's your advice?" He says, "Take the poison." You see? Was that not a good joke to start off the season?
Very good.
Yeah, but I
Very
mean, the
good.
exact same joke could be said to a guy. It depends which person you place where.
Not true. We don't poison you. You want everything from
Yeah,
us.
that's not fair. We can't like kill you in your sleep. We're not strong enough. You guys can do
But
that.
that's the trick. You get us other ways.
Well,
Huh?
you don't get cable.
She gets, but she has it on the
Internet.
iPad, internet.
You know that channel ID it is?
Yeah.
Always thousands of shows where couples, end up killing a spouse or whatever.
Right.
And I'm amazed. Like, don't you see all these shows? Don't you realize you're gonna get caught? These people think they're so smart. Like,
I know.
what?
You know, that's the thing. Everybody
And
thinks they're the
women-
smartest.
And women are killing men. Men are killing women. This one's killing that. But all in families.
Okay, and I want you to know, a lot of them are shootings as well, which is guns.
Yeah. So what's wrong with guns? You'd rather what? It has to be a knife.
You know what? Can I tell you a story I was reading in the paper that's going to blow you away? A marshal got on a plane. And he started to complain to the captain about the flight attendant spilling something on him. And the marshal goes over to it's a true story. And he goes over to complaining to the captain. The captain says, "Listen to me, okay? Stop complaining, okay? Why are you on my thing?" And he wanted to throw her off. He says, "You get off my plane." So the captain was on the landing. He says, "I'm not moving till you get this marshal off the plane. I don't want a crazy man like this coming to complain to me, walking around with a gun."
Right.
So they threw him off the plane. The marshal's suing. He says, "Well, he had no right to say that I was crazy." He says, "You are an angry man. Do you want an angry man on a plane with a gun?" Answer is no. Marshal or no marshal.
Right.
And this captain is my hero.
He was probably an alcoholic.
He's your hero?
Yeah, no, because he did the right thing.
He did the right
That's
thing.
it. Someone like that shouldn't be on a flight.
Right.
And you know what? If you're gonna sue someone after for doing that, instead of just taking it and just going on a different flight or whatever, like, did he ban him from all other flights or just this flight?
No, this flight he threw
So
him
you know
off.
what? The fact that he's trying to
it's up
sue
the
him.
captain. You see,
The captain is the boss of the plane, not the marshal. Not
no,
the
I
soldier.
understand. So he could have still gone on a different plane as a marshal,
Okay,
right?
but this guy.
Sure.
So the fact that he's suing is already a guy you don't want to. Like he could have just let it go. The fact that he didn't show something about him.
Okay, see, how smart
But
you
he's
are.
an alcoholic,
No,
so
but
he's
so this guy,
probably.
this guy's upset because after this incident he was demoted. Now they're saying that the
How
reason
could you be demoted from a marshal?
Yeah, you're like less of a marshal?
What do you
There are
work for
certain-
Sears Security?
there are certain,
What do you do?
there's certain levels. There's certain levels.
Okay.
You go out, you do paper, you do tracking, you go on planes, you carry guns, you don't carry guns.
I don't think the marshals today are really working that hard.
I don't know. These are the air marshals. It's a different thing.
The air marshal.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I believe air marshal's making a lot of money. Also, they said that he filed some complaints for being mistreated in 2007. So
He's a complainer.
Yeah,
He's been a problem.
So this captain was on. Este's right. This captain figured it out and says, "You're nuts. Get off my plane." I'm proud of him. That's what.
Wait, so the captain gets all the say?
all the say,
All
captain
the
of the
say.
ship.
Maybe
Captain's
I'll become
the
a
last one.
captain.
Anything.
Anything. The captain.
So how difficult is it to become a captain?
But you remember, you have to be the last one off. Your life is last. You have to make sure you're responsible for the whole plane. Everybody gets off the plane. You can't
That's
just
cool.
The
jump off.
captain tells
it
the
like-
stewardesses, stop pouring coffee on everybody. That's it. They got to do it.
You know,
There's
the
no-
captain. There was a captain jumped off the ship when it crashed in Italy. Remember that?
Yeah.
And he was one of the first ones off. And what did they do? They
They gave him jail.
They gave him jail for running off the plane first,
No, I
running
feel
off the
that.
boat. Okay, he's responsible for his people.
Wait, how difficult is it to become a captain of a plane? Like, is it like a high?
No,
job?
I'm sure there are different levels because you have these
Training,
2-seater
hours.
planes, you have these, 20
Right.
seaters.
Well, so on a two-seater plane, you're the captain. On a
I
six-seater plane, you're
understand,
the
but
captain.
I don't know. There must be a difference in the type
Sure
of
there is.
captain.
And how many hours you're flying as well. What kind of
That's
planes
what
you
counts
fly.
a lot. How
Right.
many flight hours? you
Flight
have.
hours, correct. And
That's
if you
how they
and
work.
you also flight hours with me.
But they don't get paid as well as they used to. You should just
I
know.
think you're wrong.
Plus, don't
Captains
they
are-
retire earlier because that's
And
not good for them
and
to be up in the air?
Remember, these captains get traveling money, Neil.
What's traveling? Come on.
A nice hotel,
You know how
clothing.
sick you can be of a hotel.
I don't
after-
think so. I can't be sick of hotel.
All right, all hotels are different.
Yeah, you know what? After you've seen the 12 that are the way, that's it.
Anyways, you're
you don't
listening-
even know what city
You're listening to the Justin F. Heshy Show, 718-303-9090. And
Did your sukkah blow away?
so I want you to know, not even a drop.
Not even a drop.
Not even a drop.
You schach?
My schach was good. The schach in the shul, the covering of the sukkah in the shul blew away like maybe a halfway or a quarter way. That was it. And we put it back. That's it. Everything was pretty good. We built it
By
so-
the way, when we spoke yesterday by
right.
spiritual leader Bernstein.
Bernstein's, yeah.
Yeah.
So mad I wasn't there.
So they had they built the sukkah. They had
A
one.
beautiful sukkah, a
Yeah.
real one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they said, some people came by to complain that they were singing
Who was singing?
because some of the women were singing in the sukkah.
You're allowed to sing in the sukkah.
Right, but the guy was complaining that, we're not supposed to hear your voices.
Okay, that is so not
Now-
Judaism. It's crazy.
Right.
Let's
Don't
stop
you
people in the
realize-
streets.
You see how stupid that is? All he had to do was shut up for 10 more minutes, and that's it. They would have had a great holiday. He would have been fine because he doesn't really care anyway. He's just making a lot of noise. But that's what people have a problem with. Things like that.
Well,
people are just bored.
All I know is we came out of I had a great holiday off. Okay,
I was bored out of my
you
mind.
see, I came over to your house to invite you over for a meal, and
I
you
know
turned
that
me
was very
down.
nice. I was very happy.
And Yaakov was it? Who came
You don't
over?
get it. I was bored and like blah the whole time.
I
You're just like stuck in your house for days.
I came over to a house. They built a beautiful sukkah. Really,
Yeah.
very
I
cool.
was very happy he came along. Him and my
And
dad were
really,
talking.
really, very, very.
Maybe they'll
nice.
become best friends.
Her father's a nice boy.
Yeah.
And we're
By the way,
sitting-
Neil, you need to be friends with my dad. You guys would just get along.
No, he's a nice boy. He's a nice boy. So we were
He
sitting.
knows who I am.
That's not the point. You guys have to become best friends. Sorry, Heshy.
So we were in the sukkah, and what upset me about the sukkah was not that he spent a lot of money. Of course, he's a rich guy, and he bought these fancy, gorgeous posters. Any loser could do that. That's no big deal. What made me proud of the sukkah was he let Esty draw, I swear to you, a painting with the
First off, most parents let them, but it's true.
You're 23 years old.
Oh, thank God. I thought
I'm
it
not
was
gonna
24.
let my kid 24. We're not gonna let. None of my kids draw anything for
Really?
me.
What
Yeah.
about in school?
They don't draw in school
Oh,
anymore.
that's so sad. Oh, yeah.
No, because that's it. Because he's already
An adult.
what grade?
My boys in 10th grade. They're not drawing anymore. When
Neil,
they're little babies, they draw.
I don't want to be an adult anymore. Can I go back?
Esther, you
I
have to.
tell you what, if you can fit in, you can go
No, you
What does that
can't.
mean?
You can't go
Like
back.
fit?
back.
So I have now. So what I was trying to tell you is, during my holiday off, it was very nice. I did a lot of prayers, a lot of meditation and contemplation.
I just smoked a lot.
I've smoked. I spoke about God and not God to everybody. Very interesting. I got a lot of opinions on people on their God theories. People were all telling me their idea and their beliefs. I heard about more miracles happening in the last 4 weeks that happened in people's lives. I'm telling you, if I didn't hear a minimum of 100 stories of miracles, how could you say you don't believe in it? This happened to me. I'm telling you for a fact, and he verifies it. It like blows me away. So I want you to know, I know of so many miracle stories, and I'm going to tell you one about it a little later on. Do we have a caller on the
But
phone?
I don't really understand.
Do we?
You know, these. To me, it's very complicated to start thinking what are miracles
Consists
and
of.
stuff like that. In other words, like if you're driving and you're going to have an accident and you swerve just in time, was that, is that a miracle? Was that something that should be?
Defensive driving.
You're right. What is that,
So I'm going to tell you a story of a
Define
miracle.
miracle. Yeah.
It sounds like you're just blessed or lucky.
Well,
that, hey,
that's what I said.
Is that what miracle is? Lucky?
That's what I said. And this guy says no.
I'm a miracle.
Anyway, so this guy tells me a story that when.
Can you be a non-miracle?
Oh, yeah.
It's like this was a non-miracle. Like there should have been a miracle here, and it's not. Which means
what
you're not
do they
lucky.
Have? The Shamazel Shamia? One of them are the non.
So somebody sends me a story about a guy, and it went all over. I sent it on YouTube as well, about a guy. He was a very religious man, and he never really spoke much. He had some money. He was learning, and one day they were, after learning, and then they finished some kind of thing. They had a little party, and he drank a little too much liquor or whatever you want to call schnapps or whatever. And he was a little bit tipsy, not drunk, a little tipsy, a religious man, and they get this. And he started to talk to people. And he said, listen to me, when I was a kid, I was a big time criminal. Big time.
Wait, is this the story or is this the guy you spoke to?
The story.
Okay.
Okay. A big time criminal. It's about the guy. He himself is telling the story. Okay. And he says, a big time criminal. I did anything that you can possibly think of. Because I was so rich, I had so much money that this was in the 1930s or 40s, where I had so much money I can buy and go and do anything. I didn't even need to do this anymore. I had so much money. He says, one day we got caught. And me and my two buddies, we had a lot of money. And I had money, so I posted a big bail, no big deal. He says, and my two friends, one of them died. One of them died during the process. And the other one made a deal with the government. Because I was dead. There was nothing I could do. I walked around. I had a lot of money, so I went and hired a lawyer. And, he started to give me advice. He'll have to look into it. Lawyer after lawyer told me I was going to lose. Finally, one guy says he'll take the case. Okay. I walked around depressed. He told me I can get in trouble, 25 years in jail. He says I was just walking, and I walked into a small little diner. Happened to be a Jewish little diner, Jewish little deli or something like that. I'm sitting there with my coffee and depressed. And there was, it was like almost crying into my coffee. And a little old Jewish man walks by. He says, what's wrong? I see you're sad. I see you like crying. He says, I have a lot of trouble. You won't understand. Because the little Jewish man rolls up his sleeve and he shows him his numbers. He says, you think you have troubles? Look what I had. Look where I am. And he sits down and says, tell me your problem. And the guy he says, wow, when you hear a man tell you something like that, you can't compete to any crybaby problem you've ever had. Even though I try, but the truth of the matter is that is a serious issue. So anyways, here's my story. So the guy goes and I know it's getting too long, but I'm telling you the story. The guy tells the old man a story. The old man says, listen, I have the solution. I know of this holy rabbi. Downtown on the Lower East Side, I forgot which rabbi it was, a very holy rabbi. You come with me to this rabbi, and he's going to tell you what to do. He says, really, come with me. So the old man comes with him and he introduces him to the rabbi. Walks right into this big rabbi, this little old man. And the rabbi says, yeah. And he tells the rabbi the story. Rabbi says, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's covered. He says, what's the lawyer's name? What's this and that? He says, don't worry about it. And he says, if the lawyer comes late, don't freak out. I'm telling you, don't freak out. He says, what do you mean? Chill. The rabbi didn't say the word chill. He says, I'm telling you, I understand. He heard the whole story. He knows the judge. He heard about the lawyer. He says, relax. It's all covered. Okay. The man leaves and he's depressed. He goes away. The rabbi didn't say nothing to him. That's it. He walked away. He gets to the day of the trial. He sits down. The prosecutor's there. The man is sitting waiting, and the lawyer doesn't show up. The judge says to the guy, do you have a lawyer? Yes, yes. I hired the best lawyer, the best law firm. He says, let me go outside and make a phone call. He calls up the lawyer. He says, yeah. Don't worry about it. I'm running late. I'm out of town. So I sent my nephew to handle the court case. Okay, no problem. The guy goes back into the judge. He's running late. He's sending his associate. And he's all nervous because he hired the boss. And so anyways, the judge starts to scream already, and in runs in this young 28-year-old whippersnapper. He runs in, Judge, I'm here to represent the guy. And the judge says, you're late. He says, I know, Judge. And he sits down. Okay, fine. And now the guy is telling him, you know what's going on? He says, don't worry about it. I got it under control. He says, what do you mean? He says, don't worry about it. Sit down. And the prosecutor gets up and for an hour starts talking and presenting evidence and talking to the judge. Okay, sits down. The kid gets up. And you see that the kid he's not polished. Right. He's dressed nice and prettyish, but he doesn't have that experience. He's not the president. No, he doesn't have the look. And for an hour, he starts talking about the case a little bit, and then for the next hour, he blah blahs on. Nobody understands a word coming out of his mouth. He sits down. The guy looks at him. Oh my God, I'm dead. Shit, relax. Don't worry about it. Sit there. I got it all covered. Okay. The judge sits there, starts looking, getting very angry, freaking out already. You know what's going on over here. And he starts banging the gavel. He says, listen, prosecutor, this is not a case you present. It's a stupid case. Your evidence is no good. I dismiss the whole case. Case dismissed.
What?
Is this not so far a good story?
That makes no sense.
What, you don't let me finish. Okay, what do you want me to tell you? Okay. You want me to finish the story? I'm not going to finish the story. Okay. The guy freaks out. He gets out of the courtroom. He walks outside, and he doesn't understand. The prosecutors are bewildered. He walks outside. He walks downstairs. The guy says, relax, come with me, and we'll go back to the office. Okay. The guy gets in the car with him, goes back to the office with him. He says, what happened? He says, the judge was my grandfather.
Huh?
That's exactly what he's told him. He says, the judge was my grandfather.
The judge was his grandfather, then why couldn't... Oh, his associate came in, not his nephew.
Right, whatever. Anyway,
no, the guy's son came.
The guy's nephew came. Whatever it is. Whatever, but his grandson, they were related
but
to
that means that means he would have been related, even if his son wasn't there.
Doesn't make it whatever. So anyways...
so he dismissed it just because he's there? Is that like illegal?
Was the trick that the prosecutor, they would know that he's maybe a nephew or son, but the grandson, nobody knows. Anyways, so the guy gets all crazy. Wow, whatever I did to win the case, it was great. He ran back to the rabbi, just ran right back to the rabbi. He sits down, Rabbi, you won't believe what happened. You were right. Exact. How did you know? He says, I know. He says, but you know that I did you a very big favor? He says, yes, you owe me a favor. You owe me a favor.
Of course.
He says, you know what, Rabbi, I got a lot of money. Whatever you want, I will do whatever you say. I can't believe it. You saved my life. Whatever you say. And this guy is gangster look with the jacket, with the long hair. He says, listen to me. I don't want you to hold Shabbos. Rabbi Mizrahi. This is a big rabbi telling him, I don't want you to eat kosher. Okay? I don't want you to do nothing different than you've ever done before. All I want you to do is one thing. You're a man. I want you to go pray every day and put on tefillin. That's all you have to promise me. He says, that's it. Nothing else but pray and put on tefillin. This is where your miracle.
Yes, in exchange for a life sentence.
Story. So yeah, that's exactly what the guy said. To exchange for a 25-year life sentence, I'm going to do what the rabbi says.
Oh man!
He goes down to the Lower East Side and he walks into a religious Jewish store. And he says, "Can I buy a pair of tefillin?" The guy says, "Are you crazy? You're a bum gangster. I'm not selling you tefillin." Now, did you ever see a Jewish salesman not want to sell a product? You know that it's bad. But he goes to 5-6 stores and they're not selling it. He knows something is wrong there. You know what I mean? Us boys, we don't take down. He said, "I'll buy the best pair of tefillin." He gets to the last store and the guy says, "Listen, I got a pair of tefillin for you. You want the best? This is the price of the best. I got the best pair of tefillin for you. But you got to go and learn how to do it. I want you to go to this and this rabbi. If you go and learn how to do it correctly and he writes me a letter, I should sell it to you, I'll do it. And the guy went to this rabbi, he learned how to do the tefillin, and he comes back. That means the tefillin is the prayer phylacteries, they're called, right?
Phylacteries, yeah.
Phylacteries. And this guy has to put it on every day. It's just like the Muslims have to pray 5 times a day. Every man has to do this above 30. So the guy goes back to this guy, and he says, I want to buy the best pair of tefillin you have. And the guy says, okay, no problem. He says, I want you to know something. I'm not going to give you the best pair of tefillin I have. I have something even better than the best. An old lady came to me, a Holocaust survivor, and she says to me, my husband died. He was a Holocaust survivor. And I have a pair of tefillin that I'd like somebody to use that you could actually give it to that would want to take this tefillin that could use. He says, I checked it out. They're very, very good. They're before the war. I cleaned it all up. They look great. I want to give you this tefillin. I want to give it to you. Now, this is a guy who was saved by a Holocaust survivor. He's going to be praying with a Holocaust survivor stuff. He says, I want to take the tefillin, but I want to pay for it. And if you want, you can give the money, some of it to the old lady. He says, I want to pay you what the best pair would be in your house. And he gave him the money. It was great. He says, after that, I started praying. I became religious. I changed my ways, and I believe in God that he saved my life. So here's an inspirational story for you. I don't know if a rabbi's blessing is going to help you, but if you do get a second chance.
There are no more rabbis that can bless. Are there any rabbis that you can go to and they promise miracles?
Did a miracle happen here, Neil? I know the middle of the story was funny.
Wait.
That the
I
guy's
don't know why we would call it a miracle.
Yeah, would it have happened if he didn't go to this rabbi? Maybe.
Right.
You know,
it would have happened if he didn't go to this lawyer.
Who did God do this for?
So God is involved.
That's the question.
God, so there is a miracle. God is involved.
No, I'm saying if you say there's God, or you can just say, hey, the guy was a lucky, you know what, and that's it.
That's how it works. There's no such thing as
Are there still rabbis?
There's no such thing as there's no luck.
There's no luck.
Wait, are there still rabbis you can go to and like things will actually happen? Because I need one of those.
I don't think you'll find them.
Because now we're more realistic, no?
Rabbis? I heard there are miracle rabbis.
Where?
No, if you get sick, you go to these rabbis.
Only sick? I need other stuff, man.
And if you give them money, what's going to happen?
They pray for you and you get better.
Really? And if you don't give them money,
wait. That would prove that money can buy happiness, health.
You know, the Pope was in town, right? A week or two ago.
I know the Pope.
And the Pope went around touching and kissing people and giving them prayers.
And
what do you think they did it for? So they should get better. This guy's a holy man.
And now everyone he touched is better.
Not better, but they're gonna get
they
better.
Have that guy on TV that screams a lot. You know,
there's a lot of those.
You know, you're gonna get better.
Okay,
and
nobody denounces them. Nobody denounces them. Everybody says they have the.
They sell miracle water.
Okay.
Are we gonna talk some politics here? Because I'm like itching.
See, here's my problem with your politics. I know where you're gonna go with this.
You don't.
And I have a very bad story to tell you about politics.
What? You don't know at all where I'm going. I just
First
want to
of all,
discuss it.
politics and bad are the same.
Yeah.
So you can't have a bad story.
Are you guys like pro Donald Trump? I keep forgetting.
But can I talk about Greenfield for a second?
I don't think he's going to go.
If you're ready talking, can I talk about politics? Greenfield. If I'm ready to
what happened?
So Greenfield had a sukkah, and instead of inviting 100 poor Jews to eat in his sukkah, okay, a nice meal, he invited 100 or 30 or 50 politicians to come, smile, and take pictures and give him something to drink.
Wait, pictures on sukkahs?
I don't know. And the point being is I bet you he even fed them. Now, here's my deal. These are non-Jews who do not belong in a sukkah. There's no reason for them to be in the sukkah when you could have used your time to better.
There's nothing he can do that you will not find fault in.
Well,
if he would have given an apple to this guy, he should have given 2 apples to that guy. There's no way for them to win.
I thought God resides in the sukkah for the Jews only.
Yeah, then why did Bloomberg wear a kippah? Like, people
Bloomberg is Jewish.
Bloomberg is Jewish.
Okay, any politician when they come, didn't Obama wear, or every place they go to?
Everybody they wear, whatever.
Yeah, it's meant supposed to be for Jews.
I don't think they built the sukkah by the White House. Okay, Passover they have a Seder, but there's no way they built the sukkah at the White House.
Wait, they have a Seder in the White House?
Yeah.
That is just
don't
odd.
Worry. I can assure you, Esty, it doesn't look anything like your Seder. And I'm sure you would enjoy it.
By the way,
it's
an Asian lady rabbi.
Asian.
I'm not sure if she's gay either. Also,
who?
The rabbi who is the rabbi of the White House or something. Or
the rabbi has a White House? Does it have a minister
I think
also?
She was a chaplain
and a
or something.
Probably.
They do call her. She was one of the rabbis, or the rabbi who's in charge of the.
I'm sure since Obama came in, for sure there's an imam.
But
I'm sure there's always an imam.
Right now, isn't Israel screwed? Like right now. Because Obama's leaving office. He doesn't give a crap about nothing. And
as if when he was in office, he cared.
He had to at least keep up appearances. Now he's not getting reelected. He doesn't care what goes on anymore.
What are you, crazy? First of all, that's called a lame duck president.
Right. But anyway, he's no good. Let's not talk nonsense. He's had 7 years already.
And since he's been president, the economy has gotten better.
Nothing.
I'm sorry, how much are we in debt?
Nothing is better. It's all a
guys
joke.
are just complaining.
Wait,
No, you see, because here's where you go. You're going on the surface and you're ready to move on. Because you don't want to understand why Obama was so bad. You don't even care because that's it. It's not in the Inquirer.
But you're so busy
you don't
living
care.
in the past when you're not worried about what the future is holding for you.
The future is only holding what the past you can build from the past. The past is the foundation. Whatever you do in the past is a foundation.
Done.
See, you can either learn from it or you can grow, and build on it, whatever you got to do. But that's what the past is.
Okay.
You can't let the past dictate your future.
I hear you.
You can't say, oh, I said yes to this, therefore I have to say yes to this.
You're listening to the Justin Heshy Show. 718-303-9090.
What was that? What area code? I forget.
718-303-9090. Now, Esty.
And we're hanging with Esty. Esty looks pretty good.
Esty's pretty good. I thought you'd be nasty tonight quitting smoking.
Yeah.
How long are you out?
4 days, I guess. Right after Yontif.
So yeah, 4 days is good girl.
Is it 4 days? When did Yontif end?
Wednesdays. You see, you have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 6 days.
Yep. I have very good self-control, thank God. I got that from my father. I've done lots of things.
So then your control is tell us about the ads for tonight.
Yeah. That takes self-control.
Wow.
And not say too loud, too low, Anyways, we have Mr. Clean's Dry Cleaning. They do free pickup and delivery. And if you mention the Justin Heshy Show, you get 25% off. You can reach him at mrcleandelivers@gmail.com or call him at 347-369-3051. We have Green Line Building Solutions. They do asbestos and lead inspection, DOB, HPD, code compliance. They lift stop work orders and they do free consultation. You can reach them at 718-871-0382. This is the Justin Heshy Show. We are on Monday and Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. Follow us on Twitter and like our page on Facebook. Just Enough Heshy.
That other guy.
YouTube. We're live on YouTube. You could also just type in Just Enough Heshy, and you can email us at justenoughheshy@gmail.com. Heshy spelled Heshy. And you can call in at 718-303-9090.
303-9090.
And you can get us pre-recorded on YouTube, right?
Yep, mention that.
Yeah. Okay. I hope you did. You see, Esty, you're with the game, baby girl. You're with the game.
Well, maybe I'm too long with the game, no? Wait, so politics-wise, I want to know what's going on.
But hello.
Okay, let's talk about different issues. Go ahead, pick a spot.
If you want to start, first of all,
I'm ready to talk about.
I don't know why. I don't know.
Israel.
You know what? How about let's take a
Libya, America. I'm ready.
Wait, who are you gonna vote for? I forgot.
I'm not deciding yet.
Oh, my dad said the same things. You guys are like the same people.
Because at the end of the day,
we don't have much of a say, and there's only two people.
No. Even though we don't have much of a say, but the point is, why should I pick somebody that in 2 weeks is not going to even be there?
But you have some sort of inclination in the back of your mind, no? Wait, well, are you registered Democrat or Republican? I mean, you don't have to say.
I'm registered as a Democrat.
Okay,
that's because I'm a New Yorker.
Right. So if you're registered as Democrat, who from the Democrat Party would you vote for? Don't you get a say in that?
There's only 3 choices.
Okay.
Not even 2 or 3.
Hillary,
Sanders.
Sanders, Hillary. I think there is somebody else.
Biden, maybe.
No, Biden will be number 4. But I think there is another
number
one.
3? What, a libertarian or something?
Maybe.
But who are you going to vote for? Sanders, no?
Why can't we take a call?
I think he's our best shot from the Democratic Party.
Sanders is going to be terrible.
Really? All the liberals love him.
Right.
Oh.
Right.
For the business
By the
people,
way,
he's going to be terrible.
I watched an interview.
He's kind of a
he
softie.
Won't let you make money. He's going to take it from you.
I watched Hillary on an interview. She was very cool. Very calm.
What, on Saturday Night Live?
No, Fallon, Jimmy Fallon show.
Yeah.
She was cool. She spoke openly, laughed.
Do not trust her.
I wouldn't trust
You know,
her.
you with the Corvus, this is the one Corvus I need you to not trust.
Wow, Esty, welcome to the club.
Yeah,
So we're having.
Oh, yes,
There
Esty,
you go.
welcome to season 2.
No, but that's the truth. Because Hillary Clinton is not trustworthy.
She's too good a politician.
If I was out in the world and I needed someone like her on my team, I would grab her. She'd be the number 1 pick.
Take a caller. Can we take a
Go
caller?
ahead, take a call.
Go ahead, take a call. Go ahead.
Yes, okay. Hello, you're on the air with Just Enough Heshy.
Uncle Heshy.
Uncle Heshy, whoa. Hi.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
How's it going?
Shut off your radio. Come on. Hello, how are you?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that the chief, the rabbi that the White House uses, that lady has a shul in the city. It's called Temple Emmanuel.
Oh, in New York? In New York, she has a shul?
Yeah.
That's a serious place over there, right? Oh, wow. People love our show. I'm so happy. Oh, they hung up. Okay.
Wait, Heshy, is there like a place, like a shul where all the fancy cool people go, that if you go there, you can get to know people?
Sure.
Where is this place?
The active synagogue.
That's where Catch went to synagogue.
Koch,
What's
but
it
also
called?
Steven Spielberg goes there.
Everybody goes there.
It's a serious game.
Dude, where is it?
They had a fire and they rebuilt the place, right? It was a very ancient 100-year-old or something synagogue. Had a fire somewhere.
I don't know, but they're like, you have the Lincoln Center Synagogue.
Yeah, but that's not so old.
No, but it has a lot.
It has a lot of different
people. But there's another one where all the old rich money,
religious or reform?
Probably conservative.
Is there nobody Orthodox that's like out there?
In the city, they don't have a big Orthodox community.
Oh, see, this is the problem. Orthodox is disappearing.
Really?
Yeah.
No, you're crazy. It's disappearing from sections.
It's going to.
I'm gonna go with it.
You're gonna, well.
Hey, if that's where it's at.
Because the Orthodox are going more Haredi, more
extremist,
right? And the other people are saying, hey, the conservatives. If I don't got nobody on my side. So that's it. I'm going to drop it also.
Extremists on both sides.
You guys are crazy. Listen to me.
Why are we crazy?
Because
Why are we crazy?
You just like saying that.
Right. You are crazy. and you went off the president thing, so I'm just going to forget about what you have to say.
I think the president, for real, even though he admitted he smokes pot and all of that, I think for real,
then why is it illegal?
His brain is damaged. I don't believe he's a clear thinker.
And Carson?
I don't
What
believe
about Carson?
Carson seems to be wonderful.
Really? So today there was an internet story about former patient of the GOP presidential
so he
candidate.
left the
He
thing
said that the
there.
doctor changed her life for the worse when he botched her surgery.
Right.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
wait a minute. The guy does how many surgeries a year?
He botched
And he
one.
botched. You found one he botched.
Was
like
he
what do you want
drunk?
from
Like
him?
what was he supposed to do?
See, 1 minute. This is the same thing like that guy who was lucky and he got the lawyer who was a grandson.
Right.
So here, this one was not lucky and he left the sponge in there. What do you want?
Yeah, he had an unmerited.
It's the same story. It's just going the other way.
Left a sponge in there?
Okay. Now I want to tell you.
something.
Now, let me give you some numbers. Trump.
3.
By the way, when they
mogul,
do these surgeries, there are like 15 people around the table and all that.
Right.
So just remember that also.
Donald Trump has 27% of the likely Republican voters picking for him as their nominee
He's not
today.
going to stay.
Wait a minute. So far, he's staying.
He's not staying.
Wait a minute. And that placed Trump ahead of his competitor, Ben Carson.
Wait, you're saying he's going to voluntarily leave?
Yeah.
Why?
No.
Yeah.
He just wants the
Because
attention?
Right now, he got tens of millions of dollars worth of free publicity.
He always gets it.
No. But right now, he did it.
But he already has it.
And no. But he got more. Everybody now knows who he is for sure. and he only spent about 500 grand so far on
Really?
his thing. Right.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay, but
So
he didn't
he's
start
a
yet.
big talker.
Nobody needs more than $1 million right now.
They all spend more.
You
What are
don't
you
see
talking
commercials.
about?
You don't
It's
see
not commercials.
ads,
Back
that's the money.
office work.
Right,
There's things
okay,
that are going on
right.
for a real campaign.
Okay, but it's still not in the street. They're still not.
He's not
ready.
doing
Okay.
it. He's just going to want to have.
Anyways,
a
Ben
little
Carson. Ben Carson.
Is that legal to do it just for attention?
But,
Sure.
But listen to this.
You can do it for whatever you
but
want.
let me just tell you something. Ben Carson has 21% of the vote. And in third place, you have Ted Cruz. Now, I just want you to know something. If Carson and Trump join together,
that's it. They're golden.
They're golden. They own the Republican
Party. You know why?
Because
one is very brash out there, will tell us everything. The other one is calm.
Carson is
together, they're brilliant.
No. Carson is also wild. I'm looking
what?
at. I'm hearing stuff out of him.
He
looks so
yeah,
conservative.
I would go attack. The shooter who killed the people.
Just like they did on that plane that was going down.
The 9/11 plane.
And they said, let's roll or whatever it was. Right. Okay, so that's what he was saying. Yeah. Why don't you understand that?
Because
if someone come up now to the studio, right? So what am I going to do? I'm just going to let them kill you?
Right.
I
hear you.
For me, they're not counting, right. So look, I'm just going to let them do you? No, me and Esty. I'll put Esty first. And we're gonna do it.
You are wonderful. Please, you're gonna get a raise this season. That's it. We're gonna get a raise. Everybody, we're gonna open up a special account to get a raise for my boys and girls and beautiful Esty. So, anyways, so far we are.
Right. You know what? Let's pin him down.
Yeah.
Let's
no.
You ready?
No, 1, 2, 3, go. No.
What do you think of Obama?
I keep telling you.
No, you don't have an hour to talk. You have 2 sentences to say.
I'm going to rate him from 1 to 10. I'm going to give him a 7.5, 7.9.
With 10 being the best?
10 being the best. 8. He gets an 8 on it. It's 7.5. I give him 7.
I don't believe you passed your math region. I don't believe it.
I don't know.
I don't believe
he's done a lot of good.
He's done a lot of people. What did he do to help you?
He helped everybody.
You know what it is? I don't know a lot about what they do and what they don't do because I never know with politics what's really happening. What shows me is, for example, Obama, what I heard was someone was having a wedding at I think a golf resort, and he came. No, someone else.
Obama. Oh, no,
Obama, right?
Clinton.
He came in and he's like, I'm sorry, I'm the president. And they had to clear out, not have their wedding because the president was there.
Correct. Correct.
I don't care what. That is not considered, that type of president I don't want.
Esty,
doesn't matter what he actually does, politically or not, that shows me something about him as a person. Because we can never know what's really going on behind the scenes. But that type of person, you don't want.
I will agree with you, but I want to add one little piece.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't know really how powerful he thinks he is in his head. In other words, he is the president of the United States. He can get anything and anything he wants
anytime
in a second.
Right.
So that he does it once. Again, I agree with you. It's not nice. It's not this.
It's not that. Story.
But this guy can be doing it. You got presidents that used to run out for coffee, and want to go to a diner, and that's it. They would close up streets for a 5 minutes pit stop because he wanted to get out.
Correct.
I mean, it's crazy. These guys are really wild.
I kind of want to be president now.
Of course you do. Why does everyone want?
I thought you want to own your own city.
I do.
Okay.
That's better than president. Presidents don't have rights. Dictator, lots of rights.
To take a phone call.
Yeah, you guys are listening to the Just Enough Heshy Show. You can call in at 718-303-9090. Hello, you're on the air with Uncle Heshy.
Evening.
Evening.
Shalom.
How you doing?
Shalom. How are you?
I'm great. Guys, Neil, how are you?
Great. Who's this?
This is Peter from Manhattan.
Peter, how are you this evening?
I'm a Catholic, but I love your show. But I love what that young lady just said.
Oh,
The government's lying to us.
The government is what? Lying.
Lying to us.
Oh, sure they're lying.
In what specific are you speaking about?
They're tapping our phones, our internet.
For sure.
Yeah, Yo, curmudgeon, I love you, Neil. I love you.
Peter, thank you for the call. And one minute, Peter, did you miss us during season 1 and 2, or did you listen to some of our re-recorded shows?
I love your show.
Yeah, but when we were off the air, did you listen to some of the older shows or no?
I did with what's his name?
Doesn't make it.
Mary,
Oh, did you enjoy it? Did you laugh?
I enjoyed your show.
Thank you, baby. You're a good man.
I don't speak Hebrew, but my ex-wife, my dead wife, did. And I love the parents that I listen to your show every Monday and Tuesday.
That's great.
Thank
we
you.
love
Spread
it.
the word, Peter. Spread the word. Peter, thank you. And listen to the second hour.
I'm willing to bet that a guy like Peter is also upset that there's no transparency, there's no truth in government anymore. Everything is really
if I remember correctly, anything about Peter, I think he's a veteran from.
Oh, he's a veteran.
He's a veteran. He's not.
So he must be getting. He must have got screwed royally.
Really.
With his health care, with his pensions, and this, they don't take care.
I know.
They really don't.
Is it true that illegal immigrants get like health care better than regular people?
No.
I don't know better, but they get health care.
They get good health care.
They get schooling.
Right. In America.
And
that's why they get 2 meals a day.
And I just want you to know, Neil, I wanted to close something up with you. Do you know that 23 veterans commit suicide every day?
Wow.
But here's the best
Every
thing.
day?
One lion
and
listen to this, nobody cares. One lion gets killed and the whole country freaks out. You know that lion in Zimbabwe?
Right. The dentist.
The whole place, the whole way, we have to kill him, we have to put him on trial, we have to blah, blah, blah. 23 human beings die because of some mental problems.
I thought you said 70.
23 veterans.
20.
They commit to, and nobody cares. Listen to me, people asked me yesterday, what good can I do? What kindness can I do? What charity can I do?
But I just want to interrupt
when you see a veteran, send him
I want to interrupt
say hello to me.
I want to interrupt you. You see, we know of 23 that commit suicide.
Right.
Just imagine, first of all, for how many years he suffered until he finally decided to do that.
Wow.
And also, how many friends.
That's why it's my voice of reason.
And how many friends he has that are suffering terribly just the same.
Wow.
It's really, you come back from a war where you really, you're just slicing people apart. Watching people.
So, two things I want to ask. Is it true that if an Arab stabs someone, they bomb his house? Is that true? That's what I heard.
In Israel?
In Israel.
In Israel, there are certain things that are done if you try to do a terrorist attack. And one of them might be because they do bomb houses of certain people.
Oh, you're going to freak out. What I found out. Do you know that if you blow yourself up and become a martyr and you kill somebody, what happens to you?
You get 72 friends.
72 virgins.
Are they boys?
Wait a minute. Now, are you ready? Are you ready? First of all, are you ready? I saw a cute cartoon.
No, but what if it's a woman?
I saw a cute cartoon.
God, does she get 72 women? What should she do with that?
Hold on. I saw a cute cartoon. And God said to these guys, "Stop it! We ran out of virgins." No, but the Jewish people take pig and they put it on the body. If you bury the body, the law of Muslims, if you get buried with pig, you automatically lose your 70 virgins.
Wait, what's it? There's no body.
Right, so they take your parts, they put it together with pig on it, and that's why I was watching on one of the videos, they were throwing ham and pig on the guy, and they were calling it chazah or whatever it is, they threw it on the guy, and he loses his virgins.
Oh, so that's great, so now they don't want to do it. I don't think they do it for that.
So
they do it because they want to cause.
Her size of pig, her weight.
I think a little bit, just a little bit. I saw him take
you lose them all like that?
You can't be buried with pig, like you can't be buried.
I don't think that's why they do it. They want to cause. They don't need the virgins. They can just find people to do it here. Like they don't need
you're wrong. You're wrong. They're brainwashed like Rabbi Mizrahi.
If we gave them 72 virgins down here, they would still do it.
Go talk to an elderly person who's 90, 100 years old. And ask him what he thinks of getting 72 versions up there.
What's the deal with that?
He's going to be like, what, do you want to kill me again? Like, what are you trying to do?
Anyways.
Wait, I just wanted to say one more thing. So what I saw like a really cute thing. Instead of bombing their houses, if every terrorist you would threaten to cut off his thing,
The thing?
The thing.
The thing.
Yeah, big deal. We have
Nobody would ever bomb because
That's
what's
not
worse
true.
than death? That,
That's
and then
a-
you don't get no
No,
verse.
but
Excuse me.
the mafia
Do you know
does
in
that.
Do you know in America, if you rape somebody, you can take chemical castration,
Right.
and people know about it.
Right.
Really? That's
And it
brilliant.
doesn't even work.
It does work.
It does.
It does work. It
If
works.
the terrorist knows that if he doesn't die, if he ends up living and they catch him, they cut off his. Believe me,
These
no
people
one would
know
do it.
that
That
too.
is worse than death.
Anyways, we're coming to the
No.
last ST. We're coming.
That
to
would work. I think it would work.
It would work for some people, but I tell you, in the mafia, you have them do it to snitches and stuff. That's how they.
It's a good idea, I think.
They cut it, put it in its mouth, and
No.
yeah.
Oh my God, where'd you hear this?
Guys,
No,
we're
that's the
coming.
truth.
We're coming to the break, so I want to say my
Children, hang up already.
Okay.
Stop it.
Here's my quote, guys, to end the first part of the
Oh,
new season,
wow. Go
and
ahead.
it's not to end the show because I got a blast to the end. Don't
Blast.
let fear of striking out hold you back.
We're playing the
Don't
game.
let fear of striking out hold you back. Fight on, my friends. Now, yesterday, me and Neil were at a thing, and people said, fight, fight, fight. I don't mean fight on. So you failed. Pick yourself up. Clean yourself off.
Right, that
Let's do
woman
it again.
misunderstood, but she
Right.
should fight on.
Right, she should
was
fight
a very
on.
nice.
We'll be
sweet
right
lady.
back, everybody. Stay tuned. Don't disappear on me while ST and Neil run out, or maybe ST will be.
This is AM 620 WSNR.
When you hit the dance floor, you gotta be jumping jack. When you hit the dance floor, you gotta be jumping jack. Like a wild train running right up your track.
A little bit more of that song.
I don't know. They went a little too much, but okay, no problem.
I mean, I would have listened to the whole song. I liked it.
Yeah.
So,
very
hello,
nice.
everybody. Welcome again. The second hour of the Just Enough Heshy show. Let's see. Neil's out, but you want me to do the commercials again,
Well,
right?
first of all, at the top of the hour, I know that you don't like this, but you got to do a funny story and a
Funny
horoscope.
story, sure.
Give me a
Horoscope.
horoscope.
Hey,
Come
let
on,
us know.
please. We haven't heard my horoscope in a while. It's coming up to my birthday soon.
When
want
it's
you-
your birthday, no problem. When
In
it's my
January.
birthday, no problem. But so whose birthday's in September?
A lot of people's birthdays is in September.
Fine, I'll read September, but I'm not doing if today's your birthday because the chances of one of the people, if someone calls up and says, "Hey, what's it today?" because it's my birthday, then no problem.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. If your energy level seems a bit low today, don't push yourself too hard. Mars in the most sensitive area of your chart means if you double your efforts, the returns are likely to be lower than you expected. Don't worry, you will catch up later. Words of wisdom.
That's cool. I think that's very cool, Esty.
I'm going to make up a horoscope right now. If your Venus, Sun's your Mars,
You can't
then
do
you
that.
know
These people
that-
calculate their moons in the stars. Stop
Actually,
it.
no, you need your exact time of birth in order to calculate.
Okay, Esty.
My
just
uncle
give
does
me-
it, I know.
Okay, give
Let's
me.
see a funny story.
Please
Okay.
tell us something funny. Listen to
Weird
this,
but
guys.
true.
Okay.
No one is immune from lost luggage, not even the CEO of a major airline. Alaska airline boss Brad Tilden flew on his own carrier to an industry summit in Washington, D.C. last week. He made it there safely and on time, but his checked bag didn't. It arrived 24 hours later. The media is here, and I'm hoping that you don't write this down and print it.
Good for him. He lost his luggage. I'm so happy. The president of an airline lost
Why are you
his
so
luggage.
happy?
Because he shows him, hey, you guys are incompetent. And
Not incompetent, it happens.
it doesn't happen. Happens a lot.
But you still
shouldn't
get it
happen.
back.
Sometimes you don't.
Millions of people's luggage all the time. I've never had lost luggage.
I had it once. It came like a day or two
You
late.
had it
once. I had
once.
it real.
You know
No,
how
I
many
had it
people go
twice.
in and out?
I had it once that they lost it completely.
You just don't have miracles.
Once
bad luck.
They misplaced it for a couple of days, and I'm not sure if we just gave up on one like a cat.
But now when you leave the airport, you have to show them you have to show them your tag to show that it's your bag.
I always did that.
I never had that before.
always
Usually you
had
just
that.
take your luggage. Here you
Yeah.
have to show that it's your. I've never had that before.
Where was that? International or local?
No. In New York, I came back.
From where?
Oh, I think it was local.
Okay, local. I guess local to local. But when you come international, they know you're not stealing luggage. You have to go through passport control.
No, I think it was from Denver that I had to actually.
Okay, right. So passport control checks your
I
luggage.
guess people have been taking the wrong suitcases.
Anyways, everybody, who's paying for the show, Esty?
Yeah, we have Mr. Clean's Dry Cleaning. They do free pickup and delivery. If you mention the Just Enough Heshy Show, you get 25% off. You can reach him at mrcleandelivers@gmail.com or call him at 347-369-3051. We have Green Line Building Solutions to do asbestos and lead inspection, DOB, HPD, code compliance. They lift stop work orders. They do free consultation. You can reach them at 718-871-0382. We have the new one, Huffman. Do you?
No, we're going.
Next time?
By the way, it's Foreman.
Oh.
Foreman.
You said Hoffman.
I said by mistake. I said Hoffman.
Oh, because I know a Hoffman.
So I mixed up. I know many Hoffmans too.
That's why his name must be there. So yeah,
public justice. But I want to ask you a question, Esty. People were twittering me during the show, and they're very upset. They said, "Well, you told a rabbi joke. You always tell a rabbi joke. Why don't you tell a Catholic priest joke?" I got a few requests for that. So I happen to be prepared, ladies.
Okay, fine, I got it.
Let me do
priest walks into a bar.
Oh, God.
And he says, ouch. Sorry.
Ouch, and?
That's it. He walked into a bar, like a bar.
You are like that. That's
Sorry, that's not my joke. I just heard it, but I wanted to put a priest in there.
He didn't walk into a drinking bar. He walked into a like a pole bar. That's not a funny joke.
I thought it was funny.
Thank God Neil wasn't.
You wanted a joke with a priest in it, so I just put it in there.
Okay, so let me tell you a good joke. A priest was preparing for his long journey. A priest was preparing a dying man for his long journey. The way the Christians do it, before you die, you call a priest and you do some kind of last rites.
The last rite. They do your last rite.
So the guy starts. He whispers to the priest. The priest tells him in his ear, give up the devil, denounce the devil, and all the evil things he does. The dying man didn't say a word. The priest says, come on, denounce the devil. You have to give up evil before you die. Just say that and it's all over. So the dying man says, leave me alone. And the man says, why do you refuse? Why do you refuse to deny the devil? It's like all the Jewish people. You have to deny the evil inclinations in you. I was telling a good joke.
I know.
So the dying man says, the reason I'm not going to denounce the devil is because I'm not sure where I'm going, so I don't want to upset either side.
That's a good one. Okay. Oh, you ever heard the thing, why worry? Either you're going to live or you're going to die. If you live, you got nothing. You don't have to worry. If you die... Yeah. If you die, then, you're either going to go to heaven or hell. If you go to heaven, you're good. If you go to hell, you'll be so busy shaking all your friends' hands, you won't have time to worry.
But you're going to be on fire. You're not going to be able to shake your friends' hands. And hell doesn't work like that.
There's no such thing as hell.
You go meet the people. I know
there's be in a restaurant can have a fire suppression system, and the fire will go out, no problem.
Right.
But in the advanced world of the next one...
I can't hear you.
But in the advanced world of the next one, we can...
What?
We're not going to be able to put out any fires.
I don't know.
What you saying?
Yeah.
Hey, producer.
Switch mics, maybe.
Are the mics working?
You see, when we don't hear.
Are they working?
Now they're working.
Now they're working.
It's
good. Nobody heard what I had to say.
Neil, I have a special guest caller tonight.
You do?
For our show back. Are you ready?
No, I'm not ready for a caller yet. Because I just want to say two things.
Go ahead.
It's total nothing to do with each other.
Okay.
But number one, just for a little proof what Obama is worth.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. Yeah. Take a look at Libya, Yemen, Syria, Iran, Iraq. Okay, that's just 5 that I can think off the top of my head.
Hold on. So let's stop.
We went into Libya. We went to Libya to get rid of Gaddafi.
No.
Wait, is it true Russia bombed the wrong country?
Hold on a second.
No, Russia doesn't make such mistakes.
Right.
Everything is calculated.
They by mistake bombed Syria instead of...
No, they're in Syria now.
Hold on, Neil, you are in error. We never went into Libya. All we did was arm some of the rebels, but we never went in there. We're not in there. We don't have anybody there. We only had an ambassador to Libya, to the new government. But we never.
Which he cried out that he needs security.
The point being
he cried out.
We have nothing to do with Libya.
Before.
Libya is its own people. Syria, again, its own people. All we did was arm them, and we don't want to get involved over there. Okay. Wait, I'm not finished with you. Where else did you went?
I went to Yemen.
Yemen's a problem, but we're not there either. We only have
we backed out. We went there. Advisors.
Okay.
What do you think advisors are?
What else you got for me?
What do you think they have a desk like this?
Iran, we did good. We made a deal with them. Iraq,
we did good.
We did good. Iraq, we left it.
Like the president said yesterday, if you call that leadership what Putin is doing, so then we have a different definition of what leadership means. And I say to you the same thing. If you think that what we did with Iran is good, me and you have a different definition of what good means.
Okay.
And don't tell me everybody.
We're going back.
It's
done already. There's nothing you can do about it, sir.
We're going to have... No. See, this is the point you don't realize. We're going to be forced to do something about it at a certain point in our lives.
I hope not.
I hope not in my lifetime, but I have a funny feeling it would be in my lifetime. Okay. If I would just quit smoking, I would get there.
Oh, I wanted to say, I wanted to say something about the government, like watching, listening, whatever.
That's what Peter said. Do you really
I agree. I agree.
Okay, so like for example, I've been watching a lot of zombie end of the world shows, right?
All right.
So
that's not real. That's fake.
Okay. You know, the fact is, I believe something's gonna happen because every 100 years something happens.
You believe there'll be zombies? Hold on. You believe there'll be zombies in the world?
I don't think there'll be zombies, but I do think it's possible. Like for example, if let's say dogs have rabies, and all of a sudden a human would have rabies, where they become rabid. No, I'm saying, let's say a human could become rabid, and they would want to bite everything in sight, including other humans. Then they would get infected. It is a possibility. Not likely. Oh, come on. There's no such thing as a weird disease we've never heard of.
What do you mean? The Black Plague and things like that.
There are weird diseases that can look like zombieism.
Respectful. The plague, not Black Plague.
Right.
Be respectful.
Politically correct.
Right. Exactly.
You have to see South Park make fun of politically correct and Donald Trump. You got to watch those episodes.
It's unbelievable.
You saw it?
No.
You got to see it.
But the whole concept of this political correctness, that's why Ben Carson, a lot of the elderly Black people, not the young kids, I'm talking about the middle-aged mothers that go to work every day and supporting the family, they love a guy like Carson because he says it the way it is. What do you mean? You got to have parents, you got to have schooling, you got to do homework, you got to do things the right way, and that's what's needed. Today, little children are telling parents what to do. 7-year-olds are saying, but I want to watch this show. What do you mean?
But that's every household.
There's a cartoon on. It's 1 o'clock in the morning already. You got to get up for your bus.
I know.
So
I tell my boy that too. I say, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. He says, I only have half a day tomorrow.
The problem is it still starts at the same time. And if the half would start later, then he'd be in good shape.
And then he comes up with a story. I don't have school tomorrow. I said, yeah, but you got to stick with the system, and you never had school.
But wait, I wanted to finish my thought on that. That was only half my thought.
Go ahead.
So basically, because I've been watching all these things, I want to know how to, take
preventive measures.
Yes, I want to know how to make a bomb.
That's illegal.
No, I want to know how to make
I think you get one of those. What are they? Warmers, pot warmers, and you.
I just want to know, I just want to know, chemicals. Let's say, in case of emergencies, I need to protect myself. I want to know what chemicals can I put together.
Get a gun.
This is the world coming to an end. There's no time to get a gun. What I'm saying is, from household supplies, I'm going to need to defend myself. I want to know what supplies do I put with what.
You go on the internet.
I don't want to look it up.
If I were you,
hold on.
I'd get a big shovel and just start digging.
I'm just saying, I don't want to look online because I'm afraid that if you look up how to make a bomb, automatically the government's at your door. I feel like they're gonna come and see what you're doing.
They've been watching you forever.
But they don't know. But
they know every time you take a shower, every time you start a new bar of soap, they know everything if they want to.
I'm just saying I can't look it up now.
Why don't you go to a bookstore and buy a book?
You think they have books on that?
Sure.
Well, I know they have cameras in there.
Hold on. If you go into a bookstore and say,
you'd have a camera by the bar.
Hold on. I'm going to go into the library and say, hey, do you have a book on how to build, explosive things with chemicals? You think they're going to be cool with that?
Credit card. And then pay by credit card. And then
what I'm saying is,
you'll see within a week somebody will be by your door.
What I'm saying is, I want to know, and I'm not doing anything illegal. I just want to know in case of emergencies, and I can't look it up.
Well, when you go to the library, you go on.
I have to be a chemist.
No, you go on the computer, and there's no name.
So I could do it from a library. They can look me up videos.
Of course, I can.
I just want to know how to use chemicals in case of emergencies.
They're
doing it in the movies, and they're so cool, so smart. I want to do it.
They're recording everything, but part of what they decide that they're going to look into is with keywords. If keywords pop up, bomb making, so stuff, whatever it is,
How
or
about
chemical.
kill? How about kill?
I don't know what the
Because
words
everybody
are.
says the word kill today.
Right, so I guess it depends what the word after and before.
But that's not fair because soon
they can do it computerized.
Right.
the internet will eventually be down when the government's gone, and I won't be able to look up then because.
Why will the internet be down?
Well, they say supposedly
I'm watching a
the
movie.
whole internet is not supposed to be down. That's why it's in the ocean, the bottom of the ocean.
Sorry, I'm watching this movie where all the power goes out and nobody has power
Doesn't
at
make
all.
a difference. The internet is not. Internet.
No. The cars stop. Anything with a slight.
with outlet, SD.
No. Anything with any sort of battery.
Yeah, but how does it work under you mean the wiring and it goes from computer to computer?
No, it goes to hubs.
I'm just saying, I'd like to know how to do these things.
Countries, but when it comes on shore, I mean,
that's why they were selling all that, fiber optic stuff, right? That's what they do.
So there's big, long wires, 3,000, 6,000 miles in length.
Yeah, more.
And if we're able to do that, we can't build a bridge.
And that's what's so sad.
Or
you had the guy yesterday. Obama gave an interview to 60 Minutes. Shovel-ready jobs, that he promised and stuff like that.
Right.
Nothing happened with it.
Building another bridge. That's a good idea.
Building bridges, all the highways, all the streets, everything is a mess.
Oh.
You can go into any city practically. Maybe Detroit has more room now than it used to.
No. Every place except New York is not crappy. Just New York.
It's not true.
Yeah,
it's really not true.
No.
Chicago's terrible.
They have 8 lanes in LA or something like that. I heard they had like a crazy amount of lanes. Does that make sense?
LA?
I think LA.
LA is famous for a parking lot they call their highway. You can be on the parking lot, that's it. It goes during rush hour. Their rush hour is 3 hours, not 1 hour.
But, by the way, I took a bicycle from my house all the way to Avenue J, 12 minutes by bike, 20 minutes by car. I checked.
And I bet you felt better by bike.
Yeah. I'm telling you, in Brooklyn, there's no point in ever taking a car. Always bike.
Bike is great.
So great. But in the winter.
It's healthy.
Yeah.
It's cold today, right? You froze your behind.
It's getting cold. Also, are we going to talk about Halloween coming up? No?
Oh, there's a town in I
they
forgot
want
where.
To eliminate it.
There was a town. They don't want to eliminate it. I think somewhere in Kentucky they want to move Halloween to a different day.
Why?
Because it'll be cheaper for them to run it. It'll be easier.
There's another place that wants to not allow it because certain religions they're not allowed to celebrate Halloween. So they want to. Yeah,
here's a question.
I'm giving you the latest, okay? Within the last 4 hours.
Wow, but the town could do whatever they want.
Right, but now there's a fight.
You tell me that there's Halloween in Monroe.
All year round. Come on.
Good one.
But I'm sure there's nobody.
How can I trick or treat? I know it's not for my age. I've never done it because I'm Jewish. I would like to trick or treat, but whose house can I go to? Because nobody here is going to give me candy.
First of all, you're wrong.
I want free candy. I'm Jewish. This is our holiday, I don't know why we haven't been doing this.
You know what? Maybe we'll just take you somewhere over here. Or
Where?
Whatever.
Ocean Parkway.
Yeah?
And
Ocean
just
Parkway,
go into a nice big building, go apartment by apartment.
Right. Or you go
They knock on my door
They
for
do?
trick-or-treating.
Can I come to your house Halloween?
I make sure to have those little chocolate things.
Right.
They really do?
And
That's so
give
cute.
you another one.
Right, Kit Kat.
I'm coming to Halloween.
And they'll let each take one of each.
Wait, but Friday night is Halloween this year. It's Friday night.
If I open the door, I open it.
You really have people every year?
Usually, yeah.
That's so nice. I never get
And you know why I really have candy for them?
Why?
Because the first year I did. I moved in the day before Halloween. And they came knocking on the door, and I was, oh, shoot. I had nothing there. I didn't even have, bread. I had nothing. And they looked so disappointed. It was like terrible.
I want to go get candy.
Now I make sure to always have it, especially when I heard that the chief rabbi, Rabbi Conneticut, from who passed away many years ago, 20 years ago, used to give out candy.
No way.
Yeah.
I want candy. So either way, I'm going to go to this thing called Halloween. It's a Jewish Halloween party. I mean, for me, any chance to get dressed up as if they had a Halloween every day and I could dress up as a different costume every day, I would do it. So any more time.
But one thing, please, don't wear those glasses that you have to hold the stick on that.
People do that. It's very dumb. I want to be maybe a cheerleader.
You need your hands free.
You do.
Yeah.
For all the drinking. and non-smoking I'm going to do this year because I can't smoke.
Now, can I ask you a question, Esty? I want
Okay.
to ask you both a trivia question. Are you ready? A funny trivia
Who was
question.
the first president of the United States?
George Washington.
You know what? I was going to tell you something with politics, but here we go. In a deck of cards of 52, everybody knows what cards are, right? Religious, not religious, Muslim, Christian, Catholic, whatever.
Know.
So you have a deck of 52 playing cards, right? Which king, there are 4 kings, does not have a mustache? You believe it?
No.
Yes.
Let me think.
Okay.
It has to be one of the red ones.
The diamond one.
Okay.
It has to be one of the red ones.
Call in with the answer. But you can see, wow, I got you, both of you. Wow, you have no idea. Beautiful. By the way, this
I'm not a gambler.
This king,
I don't have bad habits.
Who notices that?
Let me give you a hint. Hello, the king that has this no mustache called the Suicide King because he appears to be sticking his sword into his head. This result of centuries of bad copying by English card makers, where the king's axe head has disappeared. The king of this thing is the only one king without a mustache.
Oh, and he's forward instead of sideways, no?
I don't know. That wasn't the hint. Anyways, take a phone call, Esty. Let's go.
Oh, no, they all are. Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah, ringing, and we're taking a phone call. You know, we're going to have to take our regular call.
Okay, fine. So you guys are listening to the Just Enough Heshy Show. You can call in at 718-303-9090.
Oh,
hello. You're on the air with Uncle Heshy.
I forgot to tell you about the canter.
Norman.
Hey, Norm.
How are you, Norman?
Hi, Neil. Did you guys have a nice holiday?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
it was pretty good. I tell you, I feel like it was years ago, to tell you the truth already. You know?
No, you know what? I have a question. Which king is sideways? Well, the rest of them are facing forward.
You can't just ask a question like that. That's stupid.
No. Which king is not facing forward?
I would say it's the king of spades. Or clubs. King of clubs.
No, you're wrong. It's diamonds.
Okay.
Oh, so I'm wrong.
Okay, Esty. In the meantime, Esty, Norman, how was your week? How was your holidays, my boy?
Well, there were no holidays for me, but
Wait, do you celebrate Halloween?
yes. You know what, Esty?
You know what? Then you are a true atheist, because a true atheist celebrates Halloween because it's fun. And it doesn't matter if God's involved. It's a fun holiday. You participate.
Listen, Esty, I had a $1,500 gorilla costume.
Ooh.
And it looked just like, you know,
a gorilla.
And I used to go. I had a girlfriend at the time, and I used to drive my car with the gorilla costume on. And if I pulled up next to another car, they would like flip out because here was a gorilla driving the car. It was a lot of fun.
Were you able to see?
Excuse me?
Were you able to see?
That's
no,
secondary.
I used to crash into cars. Of course I could see. You think I would drive without seeing?
I don't know.
I'm very proud of you, Esty, that you quit smoking and that you have good discipline. Because I have good discipline.
I thought you're pro-smoking.
Excuse me?
I thought you're pro-smoking.
I'm pro-smoking grass, but I'm not pro-smoking cigarettes.
Oh, gosh. Esty quit all smoking.
Oh, but wait.
But that's okay.
What's the definition of quit? Because I'm planning to go back to it. Just I want to quit for now.
Okay.
Well, that's what you're doing.
Does
You
quit mean
for now.
permanently? Because I mean,
Nothing in life is permanent.
Well,
It doesn't
I
matter.
plan to smoke on Purim.
Listen, just quit cigarettes because it'll destroy you.
But it'll also give me networking opportunities, which I can't have without cigarettes.
Listen, you could listen. And you don't need
today.
cigarettes.
No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pretend to smoke when I'm around people these
And you
days.
know what? You should, Neil, anytime you want to quit, I once told you I would help you.
Norman, you told me more than once.
And I like it because it's very destructive.
It's terrible.
Listen, I smoked for, let's see, maybe 50 years.
Wow.
And then one day I said, that's it, I'm finished. And I just stopped. I have good discipline from martial arts. I was a martial artist. Anyway, there's two reasons why I called. One, I need the films, if you have them, that
I want to get them back.
Oh, me too.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Because, listen, the reason why I need them back
You don't have to tell us on the age. You just text us. We'll get them to you. Okay.
I lend my films to a senior citizen center.
Good boy.
And they love the films that I lend them.
Okay.
And I need my other films because they like Woody Allen and stuff. And it's just a shame
Okay, Norman, we're criminals. What else you got?
Oh, I gotta remember tomorrow to bring it in.
Now, the only thing I'll criticize you about tonight, Heshy, is when you tell the story about this miracle with the gang. No, listen, I think that's not a miracle. That's just a ridiculous story.
Why? Why do you say that? It happened. Somebody said it.
Heshy, listen.
How do you know? Somebody told me it's a true story.
I don't care if it's a true story. It's nonsense.
Why is it nonsense? It's a true...
Listen, just listen to me.
That would never happen to me.
There are charlatans that sell holy water on TV. They get people that are desperate.
But I'm telling you, this is a true story. It didn't hurt anybody.
Heshy, let me just say what I want to say. So you get the point.
I got the point.
Okay?
You think I'm making up a story? It's a true story.
That's not what he said.
Did I say
that's not what he said.
Okay.
You don't even listen.
I don't listen. Go ahead, Norman.
He's more of a talker.
I got to do commercials in a minute, so make it quick, Norman.
You see, this is what you do all the time because you don't like to hear things. when you try and run things by Neil, you don't even have the respect to listen to Neil.
It's okay. He does it to everyone.
I do listen. If
But
anybody
listen,
listens to Neil, it's me.
Listen, you talk about these holy men, whether they're Jewish, whether they're this, whether they're X, whether they're Y, and they heal people. It's a lie. Listen, Heshy, I worked for 3 years when I was from 15 to 18 when the Leukemia Society started. It was so heartbreaking for me to work for them. It's a disaster when you see young children die.
Well, a miracle doesn't happen every day.
If these holy men were so good, then they should go to all the hospitals like Sloan Kettering and say, I'm a holy man and I'm going to cure everybody.
They try. They prey on these people. They go to the hospitals.
You think it does anything?
No, I don't mean pray as pray. They treat these patients.
Pray. PREY.
Right. And that's what they do. And they tell them, give another 10,000, another 10,000.
I know, of course.
Right.
What do you mean? You only give money if you get cured.
No, they don't work that way. There's a no refund policy.
Listen, Esty, it's a con game.
Right.
And to tell,
let's join it.
Listen,
okay, Norman.
Norman, let me finish.
I'm letting you finish, Norman. You're
making finish.
And you know what? If there was a God and he was a good God, then there wouldn't be a concentration camp. There wouldn't be disease.
Norman,
I want to tell you.
I don't want you to make me sad tonight. I'm sorry.
I'm not making
me sad. Norman,
I'm just trying to listen.
I got you, Norman. We got your message, boy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the word out. Hey, Norman, thank you for your call. I'm going to let the word out, Norman, that all the holy men should go and just pray, not P-R-E-Y, but P-R-A-Y, and to cure all the sick people in Sloan Kettering. And everybody, Neil and Esty, bring in those movies so we can get them to Norman. We got another caller, Esty. Let's take the call.
So let me just say again, this is the Just Enough Heshy Show. You can call in at 718-303-9099.
No.
Oh, you want to do it right now?
Right now. We got.
I have a great idea. Why don't you try? Here you go.
Oh, wow. Esty wants you got it, Esty. We have Mr. Clean, who's a friend, who does a very good job for me. He does pickup and drop-offs, and he gives you 25% off on your first order. Call him, 347-369-3051. The guy, I'm telling you, I'm not lying to you. The guy does really good work.
Why would someone think you're lying?
No, I'm telling you not. Because
how bad can you lie about dry cleaners? Like, unless he's like, seriously.
You want to know? You want to know, Steve? You think I'm joking because 1 or 2 days there was like emergency. I couldn't reach him. Not that I couldn't. It was like before the holiday, and it was one day, and there was nothing I could do about it. It was the last minute. My son gave me a suit. I went to a local cleaners, and he messed up the suit. He messed it up, baby. Both of them, two of them. He didn't finish he didn't press it correctly. There was a crease in the wrong place. The button wasn't sewed. I saw a spot or two. I'm not crying about it, but it wasn't. You saw that it wasn't fresh and nice. Anyways, you got Black Label Cigarettes. Mikey, you're still around, baby. I love you. BL Premium, BLPREMRUME.com. You can order. You can get his standard order of 10 packages for like, I think, $1.10 or $1.20 each. And you can call him at 561-239. 5941 561-239-5941. And of course, you have Green Line Building Solutions. I mean, people are just getting the violations out of the wazoo. We're starting to learn how to help you with appeals, but sometimes yes, sometimes not. They're very complicated. We do your code. We're code compliant. We help you do inspections. We do lead inspections. We advise you asbestos inspections. You call us HPD code compliance. We help you lift stop work orders. We give free consultations. Today was a holiday, and we were doing just consultations today. Nothing more. 3 different big consultations and like a lot of phone calls. People just come in, ask advice, and today was the perfect day because we were there all day, the whole staff. And even the architects were there every day. Call 718-871-0382. We'll get you to the finish line. Permits, plans, anything you need to teach you, to help you, to walk you through your troubles of any building department issues, give a call to us. 718-871-0382, Green Line. You are listening to the Just Enough Heshy Show. You can call in at 718-303-9090, or SD, you can get us on YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's it?
What do you mean?
How do you get us on YouTube?
You put in Just Enough Heshy?
JUSTENOUGH.
Oh my God.
Heshy, HESHY. I gotta spell it out.
I'm not that good at spelling.
You can watch it, and you can get us on Facebook on Just Enough Heshy, and you can Twitter me like I tweeted before, and I'll tell you a joke like I told
Maybe
before.
get them their jobs back.
That's right. Anyways, everybody, we're taking a call. Let's take a call.
Oh, the button's by you.
I'm going to talk about our yesterday. What we did.
We are gonna. I want to talk about the yesterday. I want to hold it to the end of the show. I want to shock the people a little bit that we've been. We were called in for a speaking engagement, and people liked us. They thought Neil was a rock star. I swear to you.
Right.
They loved Neil. They walked around him like and they had arguments on what he said.
They walked around and they looked, where's this guy from?
No. They love Neil. They said
I should have been there.
Neil was very intelligent.
I hadn't slept the night before. He called me 4 times.
You know
I'm
why
like,
he's saying
what does
what
he
he's
want?
saying?
Why?
The truth, because
Make me
I did a
jealous?
good job
Neil
introducing.
he did a great job introducing me.
And that's it. That's what made it.
Okay.
Otherwise, he would have cursed me.
Can we take a phone call, Neil?
Yep.
You're on the air with Uncle Heshy, SD, and
No,
Neil.
but I just want to remind you, wasn't that beautiful that the spiritual leader Bernstein told us that week they had the Vilna Gaon,
right? They had a discussion,
and the Baal Shem Tov,
right?
And one played one, and one played the other.
Right?
Isn't it amazing how they get involved in the? It's not fake. This isn't fake stuff.
Right.
They get involved in good stuff. And it's amazing because if you would take the Vilna Gaon and the Baal Shem and you would just take a little from each, that's what would be perfection.
Roman, you're on the air. What's doing? Oh, we lost Roman. You see, you took too long.
Okay.
Roman. Can I take another call? I'm sorry, Roman. Call on back.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You're on the air with Uncle Heshy. How are you, Mitch? How are you?
How are you doing, guys?
We're feeling great. We're rocking tonight. We're about anything tonight, and we're covering some serious ground tonight. No, Neil? I think we're accomplishing stuff. We have
sure, as long as we don't get into the details of Obama, Putin, and Syria, and
we have to talk about
Ukraine.
Yeah, you're talking about issues that don't concern me. Why don't you talk about the lighting issue in Borough Park?
Okay,
Why
I'll talk about it. I'll talk
dog
about the dog poo that's not being cleaned up.
Mitch, how are you, Mitch?
Good, thank God. First of all, I wanted to, again, wish everybody, of course, a happy, healthy New Year, and of course, it should be a healthy one. And first of all, I want to tell you guys that I had an opportunity to go back into the old YouTube videos,
archives. Yeah, go ahead.
You talk about day and night. You know what it reminds me of? You ever watch a really great show that becomes a classic, and then you watch the first few shows and you say, "Oh my God, how did this show ever become decent?"
Right.
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
Oh my God! First of all, as I said to you at before I departed for the holidays, I said you talk about your growth and your intelligence and all that. At the beginning, it was like, my God, you was talking was not at all. You were talking over each other. You weren't talking about specific things. You went from one. I mean, it was like, it's almost as if anybody wants to have some fun, really go back to the archives, and you will not see the same show you're listening to.
I don't know, Mitch. But I like some of those old shows. I thought I had some good laughs on it.
They were so cool. They were so random.
Okay. First of all, I want to wish you, first of all, a belated
mazel tov on the wedding of your daughter.
I'm sorry to announce that did not happen.
As of yet, go ahead.
Well, I'm sorry. I did not know. I knew
Postponed.
It was postponed.
Was that
Officially
it was
postponed.
adjourned.
I'm so sorry. I was going to make a joke. Well,
You could always make a
Oh,
joke.
Yeah,
on this
make a
one,
joke.
you can make a big joke.
Okay, let's hope for good thing. Two topics which actually are very serious. I didn't want to talk about. One, the New York Times. If anybody who's a normal human being, especially a Jew, and they subscribe to the New York Times, give it up tomorrow, because they printed a column a few days ago saying that the Temple Mount didn't have any historical importance to the Jewish people, believe it or not. And then they said, oh, wait a minute, we made a mistake. So we're going to put the mistake on page 85. Can you believe that the New York Times did?
Well, that's always, no, Mitch, that's standard policy anyway. Oh, the guy's a murderer. He went to jail. He stole $1 billion on front page news. Do you think if they had to make apology to somebody like that, they put him in the back near the sports section? It's always like that.
The Temple Mount is not something in the news, though. It's a historical fact. It's not. You know what I mean? It's like
Historical fact. You know that people
It's like that.
You know, there are people that are Holocaust deniers. Historical fact is no such thing as historical fact. People deny it all the time.
They're called anti-Semites, but I would hope that the New York Times is not written by some Nazi organization or some.
No, but they're getting close. I got to tell you, they've been going downhill for the last 15 years.
And also, this is also a fact. I've always been, historically as far as music, one of the groups that I always loved was a group called Pink Floyd. I love this group.
I love Pink Floyd.
How could you not love it?
A Brick in the Wall. If I remember, it was from my yeshiva days, 1978, 1979. Yeah,
got a lot of good stuff.
Some of the greatest stuff.
Dark Side of the Moon.
One of their main writing coordinators is a guy by the name of Roger Walters.
Right.
Roger Walters, who has gone on to say so many anti-Israeli facts in terms of his life now. It's become an obsession with this guy. So I tell anyone out there who's a lover of Pink Floyd, take your CDs, throw them in the garbage where they belong. You can always get get as much free stuff from him as possible, because this guy is a real jerk, a real complete jerk. Yeah. And a lot of people are starting to go after him somewhat. But I didn't want to state that. And also to Norm, I want to say hello to him. And Norm, listen, come on. Take a few bucks out of your pocket and buy some tapes for
I love you, Mitch. You are wonderful. Thank you,
he gave us
those were really old tapes.
And it was like 30 of them. It's probably expensive.
And there was classic.
It's not. It probably would be like not 30, but like it's expensive.
Mitch, thank you so much.
And we're happy. I'm happy he gave it to me. I'm just sad that I never have time to sit for an hour and a half and watch something.
Mitch, call back, Mitch. You're a great man. Thank you. I'm so happy you like our show still.
And by the way, Mitch, I just want to let you know a big part of the New York Times went downhill when I believe it was Ed Rosenthal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the.
Right. The only, I think, conservative. I think he passed away, unfortunately, but he was the only conservative person in the entire New York Times.
Right, but he passed away after he retired from them.
Right.
Yeah, he was very good. He was very good.
Right. I agree with you. You take care, guys. Love you all.
Thank you, Mitch. Thank you, Mitch.
Thank you.
You know what, Norman? And Mitch is right. I want to scream at you, Norman, because you think that story I told you was not a miracle. I want to tell you a miracle. Neil, you want to see a miracle, Neil? You want to hear a miracle, Neil? A miracle that will blow you away. And if you don't cry after this
miracle, if he became a therapist and was good at it, That would be a miracle.
Women, I'm not a
He
good
doesn't even think there's a thing of
right,
therapy.
Therapy.
He thinks the whole thing is...
fine. If he started believing in therapy, that's a miracle.
Right. So there was a little, listen to me, there was a little girl that came into a jewelry store. She walks
Hey,
into this.
little girl, is your
I
daddy
think she was
home?
like,
Does he know you're all
okay, she was a
that
young
a
girl.
song?
She was about not.
Bruce Springsteen. Yeah.
Hello.
The boss.
Are you listening to my story, my little
I'm
girl?
thinking about Bruce Springsteen.
A little girl goes into a jewelry store. I think it was in Israel or something. She's listening to me. I'm here to buy a bracelet. And she looks
Who
through.
said it?
The little girl tells to the owner of the store, I want to buy a bracelet. And she looks
Didn't
through
you say
all the glass cases and points to the bracelet that was like $3,000 or $4,000. She points it to it. So the man behind the counter says, you want to buy that bracelet? She says, yes. She says, wow, you have very good taste. Who do you want to buy it for? She says, for my older sister. Okay. He says, oh, that's so nice. Why do you want to buy your older sister a bracelet? The little girl says, because I don't have a mother or father, and my older sister takes care of us, so I want to buy her a present, and I'm willing to pay for it. She pulls out of her pocket a whole bunch of coins, and it totaled about $9. Okay, and the fellow says, wow, that's exactly the price of the bracelet. He wraps up the bracelet. He says, you want to write your sister a card in the bracelet? And they come up with some cute wording. He puts the card in it, and the little girl runs away. Anyways, the man sees he was like so sad and what he couldn't, and he gave away a $3,000 bracelet for like $8-9. So that's a miracle in itself, Norman, in Israel with a Jewish boy. So a few hours later, the older sister comes in. She says, I'm terribly embarrassed, but my sister should have not come here. She shouldn't have taken it without permission. He says, what do you mean? He says, this bracelet cost a few $1,000s. My sister doesn't have this kind of money. She doesn't even have $10. She most probably didn't pay for it. She stole it. The fellow who owns the jewelry store says, listen to me, lady. You couldn't be more wrong. She paid in full. She paid the whole $8 and a broken heart. And I want to tell you something. I'm an airman. I'm a widower. I lost my wife a number of years ago. People come into my store every single day. They come in and buy expensive pieces of jewelry, but all these people can afford it. When your sister walks in for the first time in a long time after my wife died, I once felt what love means. He gave her the bracelet and I wished her well. Do you understand? People come in, they buy a bracelet, not so much for love, or they buy it for happiness. This girl bought the bracelet for love. She bought the bracelet for kindness, and this man, and that, Norman, is a miracle. Now you're going to say, oh, it's another stupid story. No, baby, that's a true story. I heard it a number of times. The miracle is that the man understood love.
He was a nice man who understood life?
He understood love. Not everybody understands love. Not everybody understands kindness. Love is a miracle. Do you understand my point? Love, it's because there's no such thing as love out there. Nobody loves anybody. Everybody's out to hurt you. You can go to a synagogue, be a member there, help them, donate thousands of dollars, feed them, bring them food, set their tables, and in 10 minutes somebody can come attack you.
Could you imagine that I signed up and I had seats at the Young Israel on Avenue L and Ocean Avenue?
Okay.
And could you imagine that they didn't send me anything to renew my membership? They don't send me any guidelines, when they're going to pray, not pray. I get nothing from them. Really? Nothing. And I should want to keep going there for what?
Well, I'm sure.
I'm not even. No, the guy. When I signed up the first time a few years ago, he took my name, my address,
but maybe are you on the bottom of the list? Like you're not one of the main. There are main contributors.
Wow, bottom of the list.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
What is that about?
You should be on the bottom of the list. Esty, it is time to say our commercials, and you better do it. It's very good time. You did a much better job than me.
Oh gosh. Okay.
You got to pay for the show, Esty. We're coming to the last 15 minutes of the first show, and I want people to be excited. I want to close it out real nicely, and I want them just to make sure that they know that these nice people who advertise with us help us get this show out to them, and they should call them and be patrons.
Okay, I can go with that. So we have Mr. Clean's Dry Cleaning. They do free pickup and delivery.
Because you screen your advertising.
I don't.
Definitely.
I don't.
But you don't let anybody.
Oh, I don't let every wacko.
You've turned people away.
Yeah, very few.
That's not true. If we knew someone was a legit crook, we would not.
Okay,
I wouldn't say it out of my mouth. I would not be like, "Oh, this guy's great," and then he sucks.
Yeah, we're so reputable. I got that.
What? Well, I'm reputable.
We are.
I can't believe you don't believe we're reputable.
We are reputable.
It's fine if you guys aren't.
Maybe
I am.
if you were without us, there would be a different story.
I got
but
that.
Between
we're your
me and
conscious.
Esty, you're not getting anywhere.
You don't see me advertising in the
How
porn
about this?
site.
Can Neil be the voice of reason, and I'll be like your conscience?
You could be a conscience.
Right? Like, what? You're doing that? That's wrong. I feel like that's me a little.
Oh,
Esty, did you color?
I'm wondering how many
let's do
voices
this.
am I going to hear in my head?
Neil, Esty color tattoos on her hands.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I saw it, Esty. You're crazy broad.
Oh, come on.
You're
I just
just
colored
a
it myself.
crazy broad.
Why? Like coloring in
You know
yourself
why?
a big deal? It's
Because
fake.
you can't sell it. That's why.
But
Yeah.
Esty's trying to sell
It's all
herself.
about business.
Esty wants a nice husband. Right,
Of
Esty?
course, who doesn't want a nice husband?
I decided I can't settle for someone poor. I can't do it.
You can't?
Can't do it.
No, I mean, I just need someone who's
You
just
don't
with
need
it.
that crap. I'm telling you.
Like,
You don't need
right?
it. You don't
You
need
just want someone who
There's
can
nothing-
support you and be
There's
like
nothing
responsible.
There's nobody who's worth it if you're not going to feel comfortably financially.
Yeah, it's like,
Whatever
oh,
it
he's so
takes for you to feel
amazing, but you got to work your ass off.
But most women don't feel comfortable financially.
And that's why they're miserable.
Oh, I
BITs.
love him.
That's
It's great that you love him, but you're like on the streets.
Hold on. You only hear love the first 2 years. After 10 years, there's no love. He's a bum. He doesn't give me
Ouch.
enough money. Or
There's more love after 10 years
No,
for
there-
most
only if
people.
there's money.
No, I don't know what that
Most
means.
women, you
Only
know
if
the
there's
word-
extra money.
There's no money.
How about
You
if it's regular money?
Regular
Like a
money
guy
means
like
what?
me, I
Four,
just make
three-
a living.
three
you know?
meals a day and a pair of shoes? No woman's going to be happy with that.
I don't know.
Never.
I don't
Never.
know.
There's no such
I
thing.
think there's a certain amount of in the brain contentment that you can reach as a mature person and know life is good. So
Yes,
I
the
can't
thing-
get a new car every 4
Esty,
years.
I like a car every 2 years.
Okay, I
Okay.
know. And
No.
you like satellite radio.
I love satellite
You like
radio.
your cable TV.
Love the cable TV.
runs how much by you? $400 a month,
No.
probably.
No.
They're getting all the
Exactly.
extras and all the stuff you have in every room and then this and that.
Isn't it great? And the DVR that's built in. Wow, man, that is great.
You wouldn't leave your house if your wife wouldn't kick you out.
Exactly. Do you know? I'm telling you, that TV is so great. I mean, my boys threw out their TVs from their rooms. You know that? They're nuts. All three of them.
Does Putin give his people TV, cable?
I'm
Got
sure
it.
they have. No. They have cable in Russia. There was cable in
But he
Europe.
But
doesn't
only
give
for
it.
the very rich.
Yeah, he
Oh,
doesn't
make a
give
difference.
He
You have
has to he
satellite-
gives it. He doesn't
you
give
have
it.
satellite TV, so big deal.
No, but I'm saying only the very high
I know that
class.
Israel had
The
satellite.
average guy there is looking for a bottle of liquor for
Right,
$3.
By the way, Russia never considered beer alcohol till like 2009 or
When
10.
they figured out
Yeah.
everybody's drunk
Esty,
on
we got
beer.
it.
And the reason why is because they don't get drunk off of
Esther,
that.
I want to take a call or two before we finish the
They
show.
can really drink.
So yeah, Mr. Clean. If you mention the Just Enough Heshy Show, you get 25% off. You can reach him at mrcleandelivers@gmail.com or call him at 347-369-3051. Greenland Building Solutions. They do asbestos and lead inspection, DOB, HPD code compliance. They lift stop work orders. They do free consultation, and you can reach them at 718-871-0382. This is the Just Enough Heshy Show.
Oh, wow. She's getting tired. Go ahead.
Sorry, it's just very hot in here.
It's very hot.
Very hot.
Mark,
Why are
crazy.
we not getting... Oh, because nobody pushed the button down.
Yeah, you think?
Because they think it's 74 degrees outside, so therefore we don't
Do
need
you want to take a
all
caller?
these lights.
Did
all
you
these
tell
things.
everybody the other advertisers?
Who,
You
like,
only said Mr. Clean.
oh, you worried about the...
You can't not listen and then tell me what I said.
Right. Okay. We know hashtag and
We
that's
got it. YouTube and Just Enough Heshy on Facebook. You'll hear my quotes every day. They're getting better and better. And I
yeah.
do trivia questions every day as well on my Just Enough Heshy Facebook page. You can become friends with Harold Tischler, Facebook and WhatsApp. Go ahead, Esty. Take a caller. That's what you hear. Go ahead, baby.
So yeah, you guys can reach us at 718. Oh my God. 303-9090.
You would think we're torturing guys.
I know that. Poor
Sorry,
baby. I'm
I'm like-
working it too hard. Okay.
It's true.
I got you.
Hello, you're on the air with Uncle Heshy.
Hello, hi.
Hi.
Hi. My name is Vladimir Finzelberg. I would like to make a comment. It is my second call and I'm kind of nervous. But if you allow me, listen, it is only a 1 minute comment.
I think 90% what you're talking about, escapes my understanding. I don't know what is it. Five doesn't make any sense to me. 5%. 5% you're talking about something so deep that it will require a lifetime to learn, and the other 5% you are talking normal stuff. But what I would like to tell you that I still love you very much, and this in itself is a miracle, I guess.
I guess so. You see, I found it. Norman, here's another miracle.
She's making miracles, man.
Wow, I knew I'm an angel. I told you I'm an angel.
What part didn't you understand?
Yeah, what, you're from the former Soviet Union?
That's right. How did you learn it?
No, so I want to know. So, what is in a sentence or two? What is your opinion of Vladimir Putin?
Oh, he is a dangerous schmuck.
Would you agree then with me that he's the most dangerous and the most powerful man in the world today?
Exactly right. The man who is more dangerous than him, he is dead now, but it was Stalin.
Right. But right now, Putin is the most powerful and dangerous man in the world.
And he's doing a good. Hold on. Why doesn't his people rise up against him? It's freedom there. There's democracy there.
Oh, you don't even don't start even talking about it. What do you mean, rise in Soviet Union? How slaves can rise against their masters?
How did Putin become president? It was freedom before.
He was the head of the KGB.
No,
how slaves can rise against their masters? You didn't answer the question.
What do you mean? What's his name again? When Yeltsin was there. Yeltsin. When he was there, and who was the guy before him? Gorbachev. These guys ran a nice place. They let everybody do what they wanted to do.
Since then, there was a lifetime.
I got you, but the people voted in Putin for a reason. They weren't happy with the other way.
No, they didn't vote for him. They don't know what does it mean to vote.
He took it.
How could he take it? There must have been other competitors.
No, that's how it works.
Hold on. If I kill Putin, do I automatically become dictator?
No, it doesn't work.
If you kill Putin, I swear I'd do anything you want.
I want to be dictator. I would like to remind you that he killed himself. He killed the person who wanted to vote against him. And he put his candidacy against him. Nemtsov,
he didn't kill him. Something happened to the guy. He wasn't killed.
Would you stop it? Was it polonium? No, plutonium?
You are so naive. And up to this point, nobody knows who killed Nemtsov, right?
Right. Listen, I think Vladimir would agree that we're in the world doesn't, we Americans really don't understand what's happening. And I think if people would really understand, like Bibi Netanyahu, he's probably pissing in his pants all day long about what's going on in the world.
Bibi had a meeting.
I know, but
Bibi had a meeting with Putin.
And he only has X amount of what he can do. Putin is the boss. Finish.
Listen, guys. I have a heart pain because I love this country, and the current president is just, I cannot even express my emotions. And they are so negative, so bad. He is just a betrayer of this country.
Yeah.
Just a betrayer.
Yeah, and how the American people would vote like someone like Obama is twice. That is so unbelievable.
That's right.
I mean, and it shows the world how stupid Americans are.
They already think we're stupid.
They believe we are totally stupid. This Iran deal, this idea that Putin just went into the Ukraine and just took it over, now he's going into Syria. He's going to take that country over, and all this. People have to remember is because he needs oil to go up.
Yes.
He needs the money from oil.
Yes.
$50 oil is no good for him. He needs $80 oil.
That's right.
And that's what he's trying to do is get that oil up. And if he has to make a couple of bombs and a little this, a little that, he'll do it. No problem. He's really he steals. He's got money put away. Forget about it.
I agree with you 100%. You are looking at it with your eyes closed, with your eyes open. You are reading an open book.
Yes.
I agree with you. I agree with you completely.
And what is the world gonna do at the end?
It
Explode.
becomes very dangerous. I don't know.
And
The only thing I am very much afraid of the future of Israel. I pray God that everything would be fine and Netanyahu will continue to defend his country to the best of his efforts.
he definitely tries the hardest.
Yes.
Yes, he's definitely a good man. Okay,
Vladimir,
let's pray together.
We'll try
the whole world should be in peace.
Vladimir, we'll try to make the show more understandable to you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Vladimir. Thank you for your
Thank
call,
you.
my friends. Anyways, everybody, we're coming down to the last 6.5 minutes of the show. Phone number 718-303-9090. I hope you had a good time listening into the show. I had a good time tonight.
Yeah, me too.
Remember, we have some serious guests coming on the show. We have some a cute lady, a smart lady comedian that's coming
Cute or
on.
smart? It can't be both.
Smart. And then for Monday, we have also a very serious person coming on the show. I forgot the name of the person, but we're going to announce it again more tomorrow. And you're all welcome to talk because we just want to, we have a lot of issues that we have to discuss. And we try to get to different things. And I don't know, they come up and I just don't understand why we don't finish our subject today. But I want to tell Mr. Neil something.
Yes.
Neil is screaming about Obama.
Mr. Neil, did you ever hear
I'll tell you why,
Mr.
because
Neil?
I'm very upset about it.
Wow.
Mr. Neil says the economy is bad. Mr. Neil says this country has gone
You just
down.
owe millions of dollars,
Okay, whatever.
billions, trillions,
Do you
whatever.
Know, do you ever hear of a company called Dell?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Dell. A Dell that was a fail. It was a great company. Then it was failing. Dell is going to buy a company called EMC
Very good
for
company.
$67 billion.
Yeah.
So where do you get $67 billion to buy another company? Means your company must be worth $67 billion plus more. They're saying the stock has gone out of its craziness. And you're telling me, Mr. Neil, that the market and the economy and nobody's buying computers and the clouds. This is
The rich are getting richer.
Tell me because there's some guy over
many
there.
guys.
Or
Many
I don't
guys.
care if there are 100.
This is a record
We
deal.
have Fortune 500 companies. What do you mean?
Right.
And you want to tell me that means everyone's doing well? You know how they're doing well?
Wait.
By doing all their work overseas. They only have offices that they need over here. They're not employing Americans. Everything is done overseas.
And the government
for
still
all
owes
these
money.
places.
What does that have to do
And
with?
everybody's taking on debt, and they're just working off cash flow to pay what the debt is. You know, there's a whole system.
You're telling me
here.
Dell is not.
Why do you think they can sell an airplane? Who on the hell would go buy an airplane for $400 million? Which airline?
Not every
When I
plane
can
is
give them
$400 million.
a used one for $75 million. The answer is because Boeing arranges financing through this way, that way, the other way. And the airline says, you know what? Hey, we got the cash flow. Let's do it. That's it. It's all a hoax. The whole world is one big hoax.
Wow.
And we can get into
Neil.
that on another time. On how politics and money is a game. And if you're not on the inner circle, you're the loser.
So would you buy Dell stock right now? He's
I have
buying
no-
an
I have
iCloud.
no- I have
Do you know
no-
how much money Google has that? iCloud is storage of information that I pay every month $1.99. I'm just telling you, just from my account. And I'm sure like 2 other people in my office have it. So you're talking that $6 a month, times that by 100 million, times that by 10 million. You're talking hundreds of millions of dollars are coming in from their clients.
I would only
And there's
invest
a
in
few
Starbucks.
billion people at what Starbucks? Starbucks is
How could Starbucks ever go wrong? I know it says America
how
runs
could
on
Dunkin'
Dunkin'.
Donuts? Excuse me. I
America runs on Starbucks.
Neil.
Everybody, like in high corporate, Starbucks is the fancy coffee.
No,
It can never go out of business.
no,
Starbucks, everybody loves.
No, no.
See, but that's where the people like me come.
Uh-huh.
We're normal people. We're not going for the hype. We're going for the practicality.
Neil,
You don't like
In other words,
Starbucks?
no, I happen to think Dunkin' Donuts
Hold on.
coffee.
Tell
But they don't have frappuccinos.
Times
Neil.
that I drink straight coffee.
Neil,
Oh,
tell her
that's
what
why.
tell her
Yeah.
we went out to breakfast yesterday. What did I get you?
Without me, I know.
Yeah, he got me a Dunkin' Donuts special.
But tell him how much you enjoyed it. You did not like
Oh,
it.
it was great. It was
And it
great.
wasn't expensive.
It wasn't expensive. But I was thinking about it because you can go into the place and get an egg sandwich on a roll
Right.
for $3.
Not
And then
real
what
egg.
about the iced coffee? $2.
It's not a real egg.
That's $5. Yeah,
No,
the
in
real
the
stores.
real egg, you can get a
Dunkin'
sandwich
Donuts
for
doesn't give you-
$3.
right,
Dunkin' Donuts is the one that's not
not
real.
giving you the real
I
egg.
don't know
So
if
what's
it's real.
in there?
They microwave it. So I don't know how that works.
Right. But it
You
came
know,
out
I think
pretty
one
good.
day I once saw
you
the
not-
head of a chicken on one of my sandwiches.
Okay, you know, if you're getting straight up coffee, fine. But I only get lattes from Dunkin' and frappuccinos from Starbucks, so I like frappuccinos
there's
better.
something we should discuss in the future.
What?
How the hell could you go spend $4, $5, $6 on a drink
$7
a few times a day?
Oh, I
Who
only buy
gives you
one
that
coffee.
right to do that?
I only buy one coffee.
In your mind. In other
You know what
words,
it
if
is?
you were
Ever
bringing
since
in the
like
cash,
I had a job.
But Heshy told me that he didn't give you the raise yet.
Not yet.
Right?
Ever since I have a job, I think of like not this job, a different job. I keep thinking like, oh, so my lunch. So let's see, my lunch is how many hours of work, and I realize I spend a lot on lunch. I mean, compared to what?
Right.
I just buy what I want. I never thought about
That's
it.
what you're supposed to do. Okay, lunch is like an hour or two of your pay every day.
That's
Really?
horrible.
Yeah.
I have to work 2 hours just to eat.
The Spanish people in the neighborhood, they have a few trucks that come by and things like that.
Right.
And for $5, they're covered. They
Right.
got a thing of rice with
Right.
something.
And
with
meat
chicken
and
or meat.
a nice
right?
little dish. I see that.
And they eat it to the bone.
Right. Well, they're
They
hungry.
eat it to the bone.
Everybody, we're coming down to
Yeah.
the last minute of the show. I'm going to give you my party quote. I hope you enjoyed with us. Come back tomorrow night from 7 to 9 p.m. And just listen to us on YouTube or pre-recorded us. We'll be back again. We're on channel 620 AM, which I know you're listening to, or you're on the YouTube show. You could just enough Heshy email me questions or stories or trivia. I'll try to put it on the show. Birthdays, which I forgot to do today. I had a whole list of them to say. I promised they'd say I'd come out. Or you can Twitter me on Just Enough Heshy at what? That's the hashtag Just Enough Twitter.
Hashtag Just Enough Heshy.
Just Enough Heshy.
I really, there's so many people that need a shout out, like my dentist and other people that
And also Cantor,
I'm not ready for.
We had a speaking engagement yesterday.
Well, Cantor Bernstein, I want you to know, when I go in there, I know, when I went in there and she said hello, I want you to know I felt that warmth of a really, really spiritual, good person.
My goodbye quote for tonight
Very
is,
special.
my goodbye quote is, when you get to a place where you don't go for what you can get, but you go for what you can give and do for others, you're going to see your life change tremendously. Good night, everybody. Thank you for listening to the Just Enough Heshy Show. See you back tomorrow night.